we're good on that end, though. I can be heard and seen, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do something about that eventually. So anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm literally about to move rooms tonight, so. Oh, thank you. Damn. Rough. Wow. Wow.
Welcome everybody to the Kickback here, brought to you by CasaBunch. I am Brad Muse, and as always, I have a lot to say. First, I'm going to say hello to Banjo, who is, according to the overlay, in my spot. Thanks so much, but I haven't gotten the chance to sit in with you in a little bit. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Doing real good, man. As always, it's always a wonderful pleasure to sit down, talk about some video games with the homie. And speaking of the homie, we have a special guest tonight here for the Kickback. Another dive into a brilliant Street Fighter mind that we have today. And we got Spaceboy on the ones and twos with us tonight. What's going on, Spaceboy?
Hey everyone, I'm doing pretty good. Fortunately, was warming up in ranked, lost 2-1, but I'm hoping to do good in the ladder tonight.
Well, all right, man. Wonderful to have you here.
We believe
brother.
in you.
No, yeah, we believe in you. For sure.
Yeah, so... Oh, you have your first ladder match already? Yeah, you're an old hat. I don't have to explain to you how this works.
Oh, is that a Marissa on the side?
Who you got, Space? Who you got?
My man's about to get. My man's about to embarrass him. Fortunately, who is that? I can't even see who that is. But anyway, yeah.
He's a geek player. He's actually good.
It's easy to forget because the doctor never plays.
That's true.
Right.
All right,
oh
wait.
man.
Wait, who do you have? I don't see your match yet.
I'm inviting him.
Oh, okay.
Juan is a geek player. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh man,
right,
I've been itching for some Street Fighter. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's been a minute.
Absolutely. Yeah. So while we have a minute, while we're waiting for you to get that that invite all situated, let's start with how are you feeling about Street Fighter 6 right now? You just got you obviously had a pretty decent run making the World Warrior East top 8. How are you feeling about the game right now?
It's good that you can win. You can win with literally anything in this game, and that's good and bad. Bad for the players, consistency, but it's good for just want fun because like you can just do stuff. Like everything's a win condition. So it's like every single button I feel that a character can press, assuming they're decent, you can win the entire match with it, given the right circumstances. And assuming the right circumstances, you just drive rush, you did drive impact, or you just had your level 3. So yeah, I like it so far. I think I like the end of 5 better, but that's tough to compare a 6-year-old game to a 1-year-old game. Not even 1-year-old.
Yeah.
This is version 1, so technically, yeah. It's just 1. Should I play Fawn?
Yeah,
you go ahead.
You can play while we talk or whatever.
Okay.
Keep in mind you like play. The first priority is for you to play, and then we're gonna
right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're on push to talk. Got you. So we can expect to kind of just watch the mastery, and we'll talk to you after the match.
Sure.
Well, I saw it was a geef, so Buddy might get speed ran. I ain't gonna lie. Spaceboy might, speed run this dude.
I will have to see, right? I mean, I feel like people can approach Geef a couple of different ways because you can either just try to maul him or you can, try to space him out the whole time and play a slower game. It looks like right now Spaceboy was electing to do the latter, but then goes in for the former, has that early lead off the throw now.
Yeah, and basically with the year winding down, everybody finally having like their top 3 characters in the game, amongst a bunch of lists, Luke being one of those 3, if not very, very close to that top 3. Luke is just a really, really solid character. And we see that Flan obviously not willing to take any chances, though. Love that little shimmy right there. And make sure you voice that confirming. Look, Spaceboy spamming the button to end all buttons. That crouching medium punch by Luke.
He was talking about win conditions. He has among the better ones amongst people in this title. Nice uppercut there, catching the jump in, but Flan is able to get, let me make this screen a little bigger so that I can actually see the player. Yeah, it was able to get the anti-air.
Yeah, Flan obviously must have heard me in commentary. Look at the whip punish by Flan, the crouching medium punch. And another whiff, standing medium, not going to connect. We'll get the punish counter, but Spaceboy getting tested early. Oh no! Oh no!
Just spent it.
Okay, we got the wall splat there too. Oh man, the realization that Spaceboy didn't tell us that he was winning the rounds. We get used to that, the 3 or so second glimpse into the future. when our guest comments on the set, yeah, definitely should have committed a bar there. No, the DR Spaceboy really low on drive gauge right now.
Okay, you see Geef right there trying to tough guy. Nothing doing here. I'm really putting the standing heavy punch to its paces, going for the charge right here. Not really an aggressive approach right here from Spaceboy, but now we're ramping up a little bit. I like this. Here we go, yeah. Fundies.
This is a win condition in of itself. Okay, we have the level 3. This is, if it doesn't kill, it is more or less checkmate. What I was going to say is, like, I think, especially against Geef, yeah, it is going to be the round. Against Geef, you can very much sort of, you know, play to your strengths and play your offense while you have it, and then reset back to neutral and start to make him have to weather the storm through you again. And it seems like that's sort of how Spaceboy's trying to approach this, because in that mid-range, it's looking real difficult. Nice whiff punishment out of Flan.
My man Flan is taking these punish counters to the absolute maximum. It's the low health situation right here, and no level 3 on deck, and checking the drive rushes is Flan, and Flan going to be able to take that first game from Spaceboy. Oh boy. Spaceboy, what's the move here, man? Right, and now the Spaceboy has completely changed up the game plan, lost one game, and it's like, hey, we're going to go ahead and try to attempt to get a lead here, but the long-reaching roundhouse off the jump, and Flan is putting him through his paces 100%.
Yeah, this is, I think Flan's exerting a fair degree of control in the neutral game right now. The fact that he's checking drive rush as much as he is has been a big part of the answer. Play for footsies. It seems like what's happening is when Spaceboy's walking back to try to get a response out of Flan for whiff punishment, they're committing to lower range options, and it's making the whiff punishment hard to find. Screen position good for Flan. Nice option select to get the jump back.
We always talk about how the mental stack is incredible in this game, and how much more do you think that is when you play Geef? Like dealing with what, you know, a lot of what we deal with in Street Fighter 6 is a base game already, but then like you add Geef and it's just like, oh, now I got to deal with, you know, 30%, 40% command grabs on top of like missed opportunities and neutral and things like that. So I have to imagine this is just why Spaceboy is playing so pensive right now.
I think Geef is a character that I think lends itself towards you trying to play pensive against them, because this game punishes you for overextending so much, and Geef is a character who can also do that, right? Because he's got those fast SPDs that lead to so much damage. It's scary to be in his blender. So the engine already makes you afraid to mess up, and Geef as a character makes you afraid to mess up.
Beautiful.
So, you know, I like the way that Spaceboy's cycling in these little tricky movement options, yeah.
Man, Flan getting pretty nice damage off the Cyclone, off the level 2. Plus.
All right, using the opportunity to just parry, get a little bit of drive gauge back. Spaceboy still on the back foot, but I think slowing this down right now, I wish that he wasn't. I think you have 70 seconds left on the clock, and you can wait so much time before you try to press the issue. Just wait for that drive gauge to come back.
Right, and then not to say that you can take more punishment, but if it so happens that, you know, take a little bit more damage, you will be in CA range. But man, to get a 60% combo is exactly what he's looking for. You see him being so patient, using it to his advantage right here, using the clock to his advantage. And Flan, you know, obviously doesn't want to give anything up right here. Here we go, able to get the throw right here.
Yeah, you could see that Flan is willing to play this super defensively. Not even, oh, what a smart DI from Flan. Is that enough? ODSPD? Jesus!
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I should have done level 3. I just forgot. I just thought he was going to keep walking.
And that's what's kind of rough about that matchup. Like I said, it's just like, man, like, when you're, like, playing Geef and you're at a deficit, it's just like, bro, like, and trying to, like, come back off that one round, it's hard. And it's really scary against a character like Geef as well.
Yeah, so Spaceboy, for you as a player, like when you're in a situation like that where you know you've got all this time, but you're trying everything and, you know, you're trying to get through this solid defensive opponent, like what's going through your head in situations like that?
I'm kind of just like looking for the hit to happen. Yep. I wasn't really sure how to get it after I just started getting jumped on fireball, and I was just whiffing a little too much. So I was kind of just a little desperate there. I was just looking for a hit, basically. Okay, now Root to God.
Oh wow, okay, fast cues right into more sets. Banjo, do you have a question for Spaceboy while we set up this next one?
Spaceboy, tell us about your relationship with your sponsor, Johnny Fraze.
Ooh, good one.
It's pretty good right now. I'm using his controller right now, the 6 God. So it's a good team. Pretty happy to be with them right now.
Word. I went on their website and went on their website, but I've been on their website like multiple times. Johnny Fraze, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, the creator of just a bunch of just crazy sticks.
Friend of the show.
If you go to the website, when you have time, whatever. When you go to the website, there's just a lot of just insane customization with like his stuff. You can get like a regular, you can get an all button controller, you can get a WASD controller. There's so many customization options, and I saw that Spaceboy is sponsored by them, and he has like a killer stick too, going leverless as well. So shout out to him.
Yeah, we can ask more about it after, but we are already queuing into our next match here. Spaceboy playing against Rudagod, and like we said, Spaceboy's on push to talk right now, so gonna be a little bit harder to get commentary out of him during the sets. But Rudagod on the Ryu. Benjo, what do you think about Ryu?
I think Ryu is exactly, right. He's definitely mid. Not to say that that's a bad thing, in a game with, this many characters, but like he has a very normalized kit. Like he does great damage, although it does take a lot of his resources, but I still think he's a very solid character. He's he's definitely when it comes to all these characters in the game, he's in the middle. I feel that Ryu is like a perfect, just a solid character, and of course it depends on the person piloting him, but I think he's still a solid character.
Yeah, I think he suffers from the same thing he suffers from in a lot of other titles, where it's like, yeah, he's solid, he's got some stuff, but there's other characters in the roster that can play a similar game plan. Oh my god, Rudagod just opening up the strike throw game in the corner. Spaceboy goes wake up level 1, hands Rudagod just a little bit of drive gauge, and Rudagod's going to be able to close out that round.
Yeah, and big mistakes like that, that DP can really yield big results, and Rudagod making it well known right here. Okay, we'll low forward to the axe kick right here. Excuse me, heel kick. Here we go. Good corner carry coming out from Spaceboy. Spaceboy amping up a little bit. Good punish counter.
Right, tons of damage right into the level 3. That's a big start. Spaceboy's going to be just shy of burnout. How does he choose to answer this? Slight walk back, waiting out the space, plus frames, good throw tech. Oh no! A little bit of sleep at the wheel. That's such a rough spot. You're so hesitant to counter DI in the corner in a spot like that, when you know if you're wrong, you die or get burnt out.
It's that one button decision like Spaceboy said earlier, man. Okay, a little DP for DP. Once again, throwing plasma into the corner right here.
Oh, good punish there for Spaceboy, able to run away with this round a little bit. Locked down in the corner, just waiting it out. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
okay,
the buttons
we found
are being
a little
thrown.
bit of a read.
Yeah, the buttons are definitely being thrown in that.
Okay.
A little pressure coming out from Rudagod. Like that, able to get the crossover jump right here, and now the DP, and again we return to neutral. A little plasma chucking and the low forward for the whiff punish.
I was a little intrigued by how much, I still am intrigued by how much Spaceboy's jumping. I'm gonna want to ask him about it, because I guess the assumption is like, yeah, Rudagod's trying to play a fireball game, so I want to jump more. But I think you can try to play that on the ground. Walk forward, counter. Oh, you know what? It's because he has the Denjin charge Hadoken, so he doesn't want to have to compete with it with Sandblast.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, cool. The live in real time confirmation. Thank you for the confirmation, Spaceboy, as we are now 1 game apiece.
All right. The wall right here. Funny's being placed. willing to trade right there. And honestly, like Rudagod willing to walk up in the Spaceboy's face and like hit these buttons right here, and finally getting thrown back onto the other side, jockeying for position. Both these guys right here, and Rudagod finding the hit, and you're gonna go ahead and burn that level 1.
Yeah,
oh,
gets
yikes.
the Denjin charge, but that's a nice hit for Spaceboy. Spaceboy's still going to be on the back foot in terms of life and drive gauge. That back throw was a huge problem here. So much control coming up from Rudagod. You know all of these fireballs here. Oh no, Rudagod overcommits with the DI. But the trades work out in Rudagod's favor.
Right, Spaceboy just, like obviously wanted to get something started right there, but man, it's so difficult. So difficult whenever you're at a deficit and you want to press the issue, kind of make a decision right there, and Rudagod feel himself a little bit and pushing all the buttons, putting him back into the corner once again, chucking Plasma and Spaceboy, kind of just patiently waiting right here.
Really fishing. If Spaceboy's really trying to move forward. Okay, finds that level 1 through the fireball. It's a really great tool for Luke. Uppercut. A very close set so far. Starting to use Sandblast as the poke. I like that adjustment. I was a little bit surprised not to see it before. Even with the Denjin charge here, Rudagod's still on the back foot. A little bit hesitant to cash it out in the wrong spot.
Yep, I definitely agree with poking with Sandblast as well, because we see that Rudagod is obviously trying to confirm with these low forwards. Good reversal back into the corner to keep him there, keep him matching your position, because so many of these rounds or these last couple of exchanges have been the winner of have been based off trades basically, and Rudagod says, man, there's a trade I wish I could have back. Spaceboy now with a big old 40% lead to start this game off.
What? Wow, Rudagod gets absolutely robbed. Are you kidding me? What a pickup from Spaceboy. One more touch will be enough. Oh, just shy of...
Ever.
Yeah, Spaceboy said a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. Oh my God, that trade was that was rough.
Yeah, that was rough. I'm not sure what to say to that.
You know,
you won. You did it.
The game giveth, and the game taketh away.
Hey.
So while we're waiting for you to queue, sorry, go ahead.
He should have played soccer as a takeaway. That DP would have worked. Soccer or Ken.
So while we wait for your next match, we can continue on with that stick conversation. So you're partnered with Johnny Fraze. He made you that stick. Are you someone who's been particular about your peripherals when you play in the past, or is that something you've not really been picky about before?
Whatever feels comfortable, whatever is most consistent. The only thing I care about is PCBs dying. So as much as I love the design of the Mad Cat sticks, their sticks were notorious for dead PCBs. I think TES Plus especially. The TE2 got a little better, but
TES Plus sucks.
I don't know. People loved that stick back in the day.
I'm not
So as a Mad Catz aficionado, I can say the TE2 and the original TES, not the Chun. And the TES Plus actually gave people issues. Whole set.
Base TE2 was giving people issues. I know the bezel was moving a lot.
So where people were resting their wrist, it was actually indenting.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's not all.
No.
What kind of plastic was that made out of?
That's the thing, is that it was metal and then it was plastic.
That's not all right on your wrist. Good Lord.
So it was a cheap metal, and it was just over time it was just it was gross. Oh shit, we got Alex Smith on screen.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Spaceboy, have you ever had the chance to play against Alex Smith before?
Yeah, just in ranked. And Guilty
Only
Gear,
in
too.
ranked. Oh, sure. He's a huge gear guy.
Oh boy, Alex Smith, man. We got all the stars tonight. That's crazy.
right, so loading in for our next match. Spaceboy currently sitting at, what is he, 1-2? 1-1? Because he lost to the Geef. Yep.
He 1-1. Still got a lot of ladder matches to go, but he definitely has enough time to try to make up. But getting tested early, man. Playing Alex Smith. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, Alex finds the side switch in there with the dash underneath. Jury's dash moving forward really far, able to get the corner control. Now throw loop city. We've already seen Spaceboy. Okay, doesn't choose to bust out that time. Goes for parry on wake up.
Bro, Luke does so much damage, man. And like so much of his, like a lot of his this offensive bursts just end in like these like 40%, 50% combos off of supers. Like he's so good. Oh wow, that shimmy was immaculate. Another shimmy. All the damage being done right now. Wow.
All right, jab checks the perfect to close it out. Looking pretty good there for Spaceboy off rip. I wonder how this matchup is for Jury, because Jury's like, it's funny how much she's fallen off, right?
Right. Wow. Ops to go for the burnout and the double DI to push him into the corner, and the triple DI for the stun. Alex Smith being definitely overwhelmed in this instance. Do you go for the level 1 to close out right here? Yes, you do.
It's just barely not enough. Oh, but the meaty is going to do it. I don't know what Alex did on Wake Up, but it was absolutely not block. Is Spaceboy going to run away with this?
Oh, yeah. The steamroll might be incoming from my man right here. And fuck, getting put through the paces, good. And literally just stuffing them with the DP. And now Alex Smith on the back foot, overhead, and Spaceboy's like, what? Let's go for the double P right here. Oh, maybe not.
Right, it's close enough. We got a word for this type of perfect. One more touch will do it, and oh my god, it was an authentic one. It was a real one.
Caught him backdashing from full screen, bro.
Jesus.
That's the most Street Fighter 6 match I've seen.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, because literally, you talked earlier about like being able to win off of just that one hit, and like a character like Luke carries so much momentum in this game. And I mean, you weren't wrong. You were 100% correct.
I was just like, oh, it's Jury. I just looked at Jury. These are the Jury things she does. Gotta avoid them, and he got hit.
Now, there was something that happened in that set.
Honda.
Oh, Honda?
That's my worst matchup, surprisingly.
Really?
I'm so really plays.
So, what I was gonna ask, so there was a moment in that set where like you guys got like a throw tech situation, and then you did like an offensive ODDP. And it makes me think about like, you are a player who was willing to make some really, really hard reads. How did what possesses you to do stuff like that?
American players don't block. So the thing like this, all the top American players block. That's my mistake right now. I need to contextualize my defense. But like Punk blocks, Knuckle do blocks, I don't blocks. American players just don't block. I don't know why we don't block, but we just don't. It's weird.
That's fair. So, I mean so many games.
What option can you choose against a DP besides block?
Yeah, man, you didn't pay that money for the game to block, right? But what you can do is you can check out the Matcherino, contribute to the wonderful pot that we have tonight, 200 smackaroonies, 200 big ones, and make sure that you guys hit that button and for a free 25 cents toward the prize pool. I know that there's codes in the chat, and I know that there's codes still in the Matcherino. So give us some love. We can give it right back to you. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We really appreciate you guys' contributions, man. And it's always a fun time here at Casa. So make sure y'all check out the Matcherino, please. And thank you.
And if you're watching the stream on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button. Not only is it super crispy 1440p, but it helps us out on the algorithm, which is super nice. So do that. Hit the button.
All right. Loading in for another set already here. Spaceboy came to play, let me tell you, Kimchi Slapper. on the JP.
Yep, going through all the fighting archetypes tonight, but JP in the corner. Wow, both whiffing throw right here, but Kimchi Slapper's the one paying for it big time. Another throw into the corner for the knockdown, and more just jab checking and just kind of daring him to hit a button, and Amnesia whiffing right there. Big time punish coming out from Spaceboy.
Tell me how that was an eye-opening experience for me, because I autopilot just punish counter throwing after OD Amnesia, and I should be getting way more damage.
Here we go, but Kimchi Slapper literally trying to get his lick back right here, and what seemed like an offensive, good offensive start, but level 2 right here.
All right. Wow. What an up back. The DI, the counter DI out of Kimchi Slapper. I think that was maybe the highest risk, highest reward choice Spaceboy could have gone for there. Because, like, if you're right, you win. If you're wrong, like, 4 different ways, you die. Holds parry a little bit too long. Kimchi Slapper finds the punish counter throw.
Here we go, Kimchi Slapper.
That was a JP round.
Oh God, yeah, it absolutely was. I mean, sometimes he runs away with it, right? It's when he's a zoner, but he's an anime character zoner, so you still like die in 2 hits.
Right.
I don't get it.
Right, OD Sandblast. Yeah, Spaceboy doesn't want to play the zoning game now.
I mean, with JP, you kind of never do, right? This is the kind of, like, this right here, this is the position that you kind of want to keep Jay in the map that you want to keep JP in. You want to keep him in the corner and just make him guess you can get big punishes like this. You see JP just you know his archetype is just to do so much damage from far away from you, and wow, checking the drive rush from so far away. Oy.
Right, Sandblast works out there for Spaceboy, but still on the back foot. Oh my God. I feel like the feint needs a little bit more recovery or something, man.
I agree.
It's just so fast.
It's 34 frames.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a little quick. It's just a little adjustment. We're not asking you to fundamentally break the character, especially when he can just do stuff like that.
Look, Bunch is a JP apologist. We all know this.
Yes. Very much so. Right, Spaceboy?
God's looking out for me right now. I won't disappoint him.
Oh, right into level 3. Nice.
Hey, spend it, I say. Spend it, I say. Spend it, spend it, spend it. You're going to get it back.
Yeah, I really think hanging on to your meter, like, the second you have... If you have at least 2 bars, you should be spending something, because it's so close to you losing out on that resource. Bar is so easy to come by in this game.
Hey, that Spaceboy adjustment, just poking with the fireball. I like that. All right, gonna go for the level 3 here. Pretty decent damage. Still gonna have just a little bit of drive gauge left, but Kimchi Slapper has a big opportunity right here.
The problem is, like, Spaceboy doesn't want to have to block very much right now because...
Yeah, like, like he wants to poke for the fireball, but even that's a commitment from full screen, just because, you're fighting a JP, but...
Well, he don't got to block no more now. He good now.
I mean, foul, bro. Don't listen to him, bro.
So disrespectful.
Don't listen to him, bro. No JP apologist, bro. No one cares. No one cares but you. But that's all right. That's all right. So, Spaceboy, when you're in, like, a super adverse situation like that, like, against fighting JPs, I do want to know, like, what do you think is just, like, a baseline strategy for fighting against this character in general?
Unfortunately, don't get near burnout, but I kept using the EX bar to, like, try to get in, but all I did was just waste the meter. I hit him, but I didn't get pressure from him.
Right. And I guess it's kind of like, I play the game, and, like, a lot of people to this day, they're just like, they have like this understanding of what they want to do against JP, but rarely does that game plan for them go exactly the way they want to. So, you know,
he had a lot of good checks. I think I lost after that anti-air whip for whatever reason. He did jump hard kick. I've never seen a safe jump like that. He did. I think I literally somehow only touched the hitbox of his jumping because I DP'd, but he still blocked. That was probably the loss. Too much damage, and then I have to deal with the being burnt out. All right, Luke versus Luke.
Okay, and it's Joe Umerogan. Oh no, I'm sorry. I saw Joe. I swear I saw Umerogan on the thing, but no, Oni Complex. I must have just. I am crazy. Ignore me.
Here we go, Spaceboy, fighting back in the mirror right here. And hey, Oni Complex, not a bad look themselves. So auto combo off the web. Okay. Here we go, Fundies.
Okay. That crouching strong, the button of the gods, but Complex here now having themselves in burnout. They have the advantage, but they're just going to get absolutely mauled. What a jump back, but DI punish counter start here for Spaceboy. No combo drop.
Hey, but still in burnout, so we're gonna attempt to chip you out here. Not gonna be done here, and just gonna have to play really, really careful right here and not overextending. Good on Spaceboy getting the round right there.
There was significant clench there, let me tell you. Oh no! Wanted for the whiff punish. We don't get it. A little bit of a comedy of errors going on in the mid-range there. OD Sandblast comes out of Complex, but Spaceboy ready with that displacement. Luke still so good at displacing his own hurt box to try to make something happen. Has the level 3 in the back to blow up the counter DI.
If that definitely hurt. And just making sure, like, bro, like, I have reversals on reversals.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, just not even waste 2 bars, just spending 2 bars right there. Make sure he puts him in burnout, and now chip available right here for both players.
Okay, he wanted to walk back, up back. He's just like that. He's out of burnout and then finds the jab. And it's funny, he said American players don't block. Dash forward level 1 on Complex's wake up was 1,000,000% a call out for that. With him having said, oh, people just don't block is actually very enlightening for how he puts this stuff together. Okay.
Crosscut DP, you're like, man, you don't block, bro, so I'm gonna keep pressing. And when you see it come to fruition with all these trades as well. Like literally it's like, yeah, bro, we don't block.
Oh my god, all these counter hit setups even working out here too. That jump in trade is okay for Spaceboy. We're just too close to the corner, so that DI is gonna connect. Complex goes for the safe jump setup. Spaceboy still on the back foot. Oh, what a great spot to counter DI from Complex. Is he going to be able to commit the bar? Yeah, just spend the level 1. Oh, he doesn't even need to. Okay, he knows his damage better than me.
You talked about earlier about how it's so risky just to, you know, bet a lot of stuff on counter DIing while you're in the corner. And, hey, it worked out great there for Complex 90. Oh, yeah, you're going to pay.
See, Spaceboy, you don't block sometimes, too.
He said, I'm American, bro. I have to. I Picture on the dream, though. Wow.
I had very few choices.
Oh, why are we going back to the replay? Doctor, it's 1-1. He just saw Luke 1 twice. He didn't think deeper about it. Oh, jump in just barely, not early enough. Corner lockdown, tick throw. Nothing really comes of it because Complex is already teching.
Yeah, I was going to say waiting even a beat and just on his back row, just immediately DIing. Let's go.
There's going to be so much scaling on that. Yeah, so he doesn't commit anything else because full low forward target combo is Complex, but still in a rough spot. So close to the corner. No! Oh my god, the counter DI situation. The same one from before, but Spaceboy getting the better of it this time.
Go. Lukes are definitely throwing hands right now. There have been just this man Spaceboy has been absolutely adamant on just making sure, like, hey, if I feel like there's a gap for me to press, then a button will be pressed. And Complex 90 feeling the full effect of that. Down by a lot with Spaceboy being at set point right now.
Okay. Oh my god. Sandblast into OD. Sandblast corners himself, unfortunately. And this is a spot we need to be careful. We've seen so much of these weird DI interactions. Spaceboy burns himself out, but puts Complex back in burnout. Oh no, Complex doesn't let CA. Doesn't CA again. He's being greedy to save the bar. Low forwards connect, but it doesn't matter. He gets away with being greedy.
And now Complex 90 sitting on 3 bars. Spaceboy probably definitely 1,000% was like, you know what? I really wish I would have closed that out. Because now I don't have anything on my side. But hey, if he's not going to block, we might have a shot here. But the fundies coming out from Complex and the DI.
What's wild is that's the situation. That is the DI trap where you buffer level 3.
Yeah.
And Complex has already demonstrated they have that. Just didn't pull it out that time. Wake up level 3. He pressed jab!
Oh my god, bro. There's going to be so much and you're in burnout. Ain't no way,
he might
bro.
Be dead.
Yeah. Complex 90 match right now.
God damn, man. Oh my god, it's not good.
Tell me, what did you try to wake up with?
I was buffering. I thought he would drive rush.
You thought he would drive rush.
Yeah.
I thought you were taking us to Memphis. I was like, wake up level 2.
Oh yeah.
Just bet it all on black. It is not how it ultimately happens.
Man, wake up Fireball, bro. Unbelievable.
I don't know what I can say, but I guess I should have shimmied.
That's
what I'm saying. Anything can be a win condition.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So yeah, again, I'm sure you're gonna jump back over the ladder and requeue, but while we have a second, so I alluded to the Capcom Pro Tour World Warrior East quals that went on just last week, that you were able to qualify for and play in. When you know you're playing in a tournament like that, and you know you're going up against, to borrow your words, the American players who do block. What is the prep that goes into when you're thinking about a tournament like that? Do you approach it differently, or did you just sit down and play that like any other tournament?
I try to play like any other tournament just due to my schedule.
Okay.
My one regret is I did not take One World Warrior serious enough. I played in a local, and that was actually the reason I didn't have enough points to be in winner's side. So it's kind of like it's pretty sucky feeling to lose it once to the guy who won the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for that fight, I just studied against how people usually play and let what happened happen.
Okay, and I wasn't on for last week's with Zycles, but right now you're certainly playing far more matches than we had for Marine. I don't know how many Zycles had. Brownest of Bears on the Jamie.
Definitely playing, like I said, running the whole gamut of characters, man. This man played a Luke, a JP, and now we see Jamie getting just a little bit more popular as of recently as well.
I think he's a fun character. He's a very, like, the personality of the character is really fun. Like, he's fun to play. His win condition, I mean, at first his win condition seems really hard because it's frustrating to try to deal with drink levels.
Right.
But I think more and more as the game is slowing down, people are realizing that Jamie doesn't need to be aggressive and get the hit in order to get drinks. You have to go to Jamie to stop him from drinking.
Yep, and Brownest the Bears literally spending it all right there, and once again, prioritizing that drink.
Yep, back it off. Okay, goes for the overhead, and it's that tricky mid-range movement. If I back up any farther, I'm gonna drink, so you want to be aggressive, but his pokes are so misleadingly good.
Yeah. Big punish right here, Brownest the Bears.
Okay, blocks the cross up. So hungry for that towards roundhouse. Jump in. Okay, that was going to be a late anti-air from Spaceboy, but OD dive kick works, and wow.
Drive rush DP.
Oh my god. So many just DRs into low forward or sweep out of Brownest the Bears here.
Wow, answering back with a grab. Wake up throw, the Spaceboy. little bit on the back foot here, but getting the famed crouching medium punch from Luke in position once again, hitting a button, getting punish counter throw, and a throw back from Brownless of Bears into the corner with a drink to top that off.
Oh, I have to imagine that was an execution error by Brownless of Bears. Nobody wants drive rush into raw Rekka. Good counter DI from Spaceboy. That's going to be a round on the board.
Yep, a little bit too much dip on your chip right there, Brownless of Bears. Getting a little antsy with the offense. Rightfully so. He was definitely like working off the momentum for a little while, but here we go once again.
Okay.
Fundies coming into play, gets the slow overhead into the DP.
Every time you say Fundies, I remember we brought you over from Smash.
Isn't Fundies an FGC thing? Nobody say no. Nobody. Don't even answer that. Don't even answer that. Forget I asked.
No.
Forget I asked. All right. Thank you, Doctor.
All right. The League of Legends guy said that it's not a thing in the FGC.
I didn't want to say that, but I mean, hey, look, I just let that
I'll
play
blow
out.
a spot up.
Speaking of blowing up the spot, Spaceboy with that match, with that game victory right there, and Brownless of Bears kind of feeling himself on the momentum in that first game, but now Spaceboy waking up a little bit, but the jump in.
Yeah, the jump timing's been a really big deal. Sweep connecting. Oh, I cannot believe he finished the Rekka string. Neither did Spaceboy. It's so rare you see people bothering to finish it because it's so unsafe. But using it as a little bit of a frame trap situation. Or maybe they just always let it rock.
Yeah. And finally, I was gonna say, you got a lot to work with now that you got these this level 4 drink, but DP these whiff DP's not doing you any favors. And yes, this is what Spaceboy wanted. Like he's trying to catch the drive rushes, and we're gonna keep Jamie at bay right here. Nobody home for that. Take it back.
Yeah. It would have done a shitload, yeah. And I like that I didn't even get the chance to say, yeah, Spaceboy better not throw another fireball, because jump has been such a big part of Brownless of Bear's game plan here that it's like, yeah, all these fireballs, I just want you to do something stupid so I can kill you. Get the counter DI now here for Spaceboy.
Yeah, Brownless of Bear's good parry, and literally killing the frames of that. And more presses from Brownless of Bears, and you're dead.
American players don't block, he said.
Hey,
hold on.
Not a lie was told.
I'm not gonna stay long. Space. Remember how you were like, JP does too much damage? Explain yourself.
I didn't say that.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Explain yourself right now.
Damage. I said he has too many win conditions.
Not to mention, I mean, he kind of got a couple of good punish counters in, bro. So,
oh my god,
he did. He got a couple.
Yeah, you
of
should be
good
done.
Counters in. Like,
look,
nobody's gonna bet for you, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
You were a Guile apologist in the beta, and I called you out for it then, and now you're a JP apologist. Look, you're playing the messed up stuff. We're also bad, but that doesn't make your stuff not messed up. Anyway, throwing me off. Spaceboy, what do you think of Jamie?
He's annoying.
He's annoying. Okay, how do you mean?
It's just like, I don't know. I hate hearing when a character is like weak supposedly, but I have to go 5-5 with them. You know what I'm saying? So like,
you think that matchup's 5-5?
I think absolutely. Why wouldn't it be?
You tell us. Why is this matchup 5-5?
I think Jamie's cancelable pulse can contest against Luke's. It's just he doesn't have any damage until level 2 drink. That's his real problem. But he can get it really easily against Luke. I don't have any plus or block fireballs.
Okay. Well, thank you for that insight. I figured that that Luke wins. Not heavily, but I figured that Luke wins. I didn't know the matchup was even.
Yeah, no, I would have thought the same, but I think it's really easy to fall into a trap of thinking a character who's low tier, that automatically means they lose a matchup.
Right. Hey, speaking of just
jeez.
Spaceboy is taking all that frustration. He's like, I had to play a damn Jamie and ladder. I've had enough of this. And another character that's been on the come up as of recently as well, the Rashid. but having one of the best level 2s in the game. So
yep. Nice DI setup there to get the wall splat for Spaceboy. Safe jump, perfect parry, back throw is going to give Jive G'day the initiative that they so desperately need here. I'm sure they want to find a knockdown and then set up that level 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, we didn't go for it. Instead, we get the lockdown in a slightly different way, going for the frame kill. But Spaceboy wants nothing to do with it and just goes for that ODDP.
Ooh, Jive G getting a little bit antsy on the that came at such a great moment right there, just because he was at burnout, he was able to get it. But the level 3, thank you. Have a good day, my friend, and we're gonna go on into the second game. Spaceboy. Yeah, bro, that Jamie must have made him feel some type of way, because that was quick, fast, in a hurry.
That feels so bad in that spot. Like, I have to imagine that Meaty Fireball was not what Jive G'day wanted. Maybe if they wanted the charge on it to get the empowered special move after or something, but just the situation lent itself. Everything about it seemed like a mistake. Anyway, we are just on into game 2. A little bit of difficulty in the anti-air department for Jive G'day, it looks like right now. But they're having a much better time trying to pester in the mid-range, but I think the expectation was that standing roundhouse was going to land as a punish counter, and it didn't connect.
Yeah, he was also thinking that he could just throw tornado in neutral, and didn't think that would get challenged with a button, but still going after him even in burnout. And yeah, getting the round right there. So here we go, Jive G'day. Definitely looking at the bad end of a match right now and trying to find a leg to stand on. It's been really, really difficult for him. Another throw into the corner and the throw escape. Very well done. But the counter DI, this gonna hurt.
Absolutely. We have the level 3 in the back. Jive G'day is going to live, but only just. Spaceboy with plenty of drive gauge to try to press the issue here. It is certainly a one-touch situation. Wanted for the hungry, meaty DI. Jive G'day is able to get that started. Going for the tricky side switch stuff. I wonder if the Rashid is a newer character pick here for Jive G'day. I think there's a lot of optimizations of the character that we would expect to see that we're not really seeing here.
I love the reversal. Doesn't opt for the parry, but I do love the reversal, especially after the tornado. And Spaceboy gonna find his way into a dub right there. Your Spaceboy just
left on. He's pretty good. I regret not keeping at with him.
With Rashid?
Yeah, I think he's pretty solid. It's just the anti-airs that's actually unironically pretty tough.
I agree.
I know Cocoon is constantly just buff for a hard punch mixer. It's not like Burkish is just willing to do EXDP no matter what. Burkish I relate to EXDPs. I'll do it at like the last second because I can never get the disjointed hitbox shenanigans on him. But anti-airs are definitely really tough. This was not the same character with his really good 3.5 anti-airs.
Is there a sorry, go ahead, Benja.
No, I was gonna ask is there a character that you're like specifically looking forward to in this game?
Literally the same question.
I know.
When I saw the DLC pack, I definitely groaned, like really hard.
Oh, really?
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my god, I have to fight against Rashid again, and yeah, I lost him at DPN Turkish, and then I was like, well. Aki seems cool, but is she gonna actually be good? No, she's okay. I don't think she's trash. I definitely at least like she's all right. The worst game in this game is B. And then Ed, I have to play Ed if he's good because I originally played Ed, and I was punished for dropping him for Sakura very severely. So I guess it would be Ed.
Yeah, because I was looking forward towards Ed as well. Of course, everybody groans when you see Akuma in the lineup at first. Everybody's like, all right, well, we already know what's about to happen, right? And I think this character list is like pretty solid, especially like I'm not gonna say like all the DLC is like insufferable, but it is what it is.
Is there what is it that you look for? Sorry, go ahead.
I said I hope this is the first version of Akuma that just plain sucks. That'd be so funny. I really want it. And he has to be like just straight up like hot ass. I'm not even kidding. Like no redeemable qualities. Can't do anything well. He should die in a single hit, and he needs 1,000 hits to kill you.
Oh my.
I don't foresee that happening. I gotta tell you, I don't expect it to happen.
I want to see Joe Rogan cry when it does, if it does.
I would like to see it. Not gonna lie.
What I was gonna ask is, what is it that you look for in a character? Like, what makes a character exciting to play for you?
They have to do cool stuff and have to have cool voice lines. Luke is the closest thing to that.
That's fair. I think Luke kind of corny, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this character on the screen is if I had to think of a character, like Ken is the cool Shota.
He is not.
Oh, okay. He pushed to talk during the game to let me know that he wasn't.
That was flat out hate. I've never seen hate like that before in my life.
Hey, I love to see it. Love to see. He's like, he's not a cool character. Yeah, bro. Having good tools, gym right kicks, and all this corner carry and all this pressure, it's not cool.
Right. Well, Enzo the Hokage trying to be real aggressive right now. Spaceboy's just...
He's the most poor weenie.
You called him poor? That's fat. Did DI kill him?
No, poor weenie.
Wow.
Call that man poor. Yikes.
Oh, wow. The last frame for the counter DI out of Enzo the Hokage.
He about to make you pay, Spaceboy. What now? Huh? Oh, all right. You got it. My bad.
Okay, we don't want for the level 3 there. We want to get it on another situation. I think maybe... Oh, okay. That was the DI trap. I gotta tell you, I kind of hate that that's gonna be such a big part of this, is that every time you have level 3, it's like, well, I'm just gonna buffer knuckle and charge it, and if you DI, I kill you, and if you don't, I get plus frames in your face.
Hey, Enzo kind of holding steady right here. Oh, he got him.
Oh my god. He's definitely dead, right?
He's going to Memphis, right?
Oh, he's still alive.
1 pixel? What's he
I love
gonna do?
this game because he was punished for reacting.
Oh! He didn't have the life for the counter DI.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of clinched when I was like, yo, like he really just DI'd and he counted it, and it was like, oh, okay, he didn't have enough life. All right, cool, wonderful.
I think a counter DI is such an immediately momentary thing. Like, I don't think when you counter DI, it's very hard to be in the mindset of like checking your health first.
Right.
Midi pressure out of Spaceboy.
Yep, Enzo really trying to get something started off the 1 hit, and
is that an over buffer, or did you just like really, really believe that was gonna work? Oh my god. Okay, well, if at first you don't succeed.
Okay, it didn't work. He didn't do it again. He learned his lesson.
you better not. Okay, I thought he was going for a third. I'm like, hey, bro.
I was so ready for him too. That would have been scary though, because at that point you've shown it your hand twice, and so the Hokage did have super bar. So there's an answer.
They're checking him with the low forward right here, and Enzo jockeying for position is really lucky that didn't get dragon punched. Right into the corner we go. A little whiff, Jinrai not gonna hit right here. Getting hit by the fireball. Spaceboy just trying to not overextend right here, especially in the corner, but waiting for the hit. Gonna be decent damage and out of the corner as well.
All right. Oh my god, the jump in allows for Spaceboy to force a little bit of drive gauge out of Enzo the Hokage, but oh no, the combo drop! Actually, Enzo the Hokage saved the bar and was greedy, and it worked. That's how that happened. short checks. Okay. Trying to press the issue. Oh my god, gets a little bit of a spacing trap with punish there from the DR in. Spaceboy puts themselves in burnout, but now having level 3, and so the Hokage does need to be conscious of where they use certain tools. Yeah, you can't just keep at it. Spaceboy's gonna be out of burnout as a result of this.
Out of burnout and a guess for gain situation.
Perfect parry, but we don't get the punish. Spaceboy does choose to block a little longer. Waiting it out.
Pensive,
Patience
yep.
for Spaceboy. Oh my god, you say pensive and then he jumps. I can't believe he did it. But this is scary. Okay, yeah, OD Sandblast was all it was going to take. Even on chips, Spaceboy's able to win that one.
Hey, hold up.
What is
hang on. I want to watch this replay right here because I'm looking at this and I'm just like he didn't want to go into CA after this. Oh,
I think his concern, yeah, because if off the knockdown, if he got another hit, that combo into CA might have been enough. Versus like going into CA for that, it's scary to reset to neutral. You're still in burnout. CA is only going to get you part way out, but you can't afford to eat a bunch of chip.
Okay.
So it was a calculated risk, and it just didn't end up working out. Spaceboy, what's your issue with Ken?
Ken is like Jury, where it's like, it's not the character, it's a player.
Okay, fair.
The Ken players have cleaned themselves up over the years. The Jury players have gotten worse. Capcom's like indulging them.
I think all of that is true. You are definitely right.
What's wrong with Jury? I like Jury. I like Jury as a character.
I think Vanilla Street Fighter Jury is like characterization 4 and 5. It's so boring though.
I feel like she had not very much character in 4. I felt like she was like an angsty, edgy Taekwondo character. I think coming in, they've dialed her up. By the time we got to 6, she's certainly the best representation of herself now. Yeah, even absolutely. If it's also the weirdest.
You're playing Alex Smith again? No.
No, is that
Zach
Boz?
Zach Boz. Oh man, Spaceboy. We still have like an hour left to go in ladders, and Spaceboy has just been putting in work.
He's trying to make this top 8. He saw the pop bonus.
He has a legitimate win streak while playing in tournament.
While also occasionally hitting the button during a game to talk to us.
Yeah, when he played that Ken, he had to say his piece. Here we go, Zach Boz. The whip tackle into crouching medium punch.
I mean, that's super to be fair.
Okay, goes for the side swap. Oh man.
Oh my god. Well, whiff DP right there. Whiff light DP. Thought he was going to be just in range, and he was just out of it. Zach Boz taking that game. Taking that round, excuse me. Here we go, crouching. Medium kick.
Oh, wow. Okay, finding the cross cut. Wake up level 1 out of Zach Boz, not wanting to give Spaceboy the turn. Moving in behind that fireball now. Yeah, I think Zach Boz is playing this really well. Super patient. Air-to-air trade. Spaceboy still has the life lead. Oh, wow. Zach Boz committed so many resources on just like trying to force that issue.
Here we go. Finally getting the stun off that. Yes, sir. Going to be able to get that round. And now Spaceboy looking at a final round situation with Zach Boz. Just applying the pressure right here is the name of the game right here for Spaceboy. And Spaceboy has done that quite excellently throughout these past couple of rounds.
Right into level 3, going to be a really solid, strong lead now for Spaceboy. Zakbaz going to be on the back foot, just shy of 3 bars themselves. I think need to find an opportunity to try to press the issue for themselves. Going for a little shimmy, no bite. A lot of standing medium kick anti-air, and I feel like Zakbaz isn't really doing a lot in the mid-range. It's a lot of like back off or fireball or wait it out. We do find the stun here for Zakbaz. Into level 3, yeah.
I agree. Hold him right there and burn out, get your damage.
Waiting it out, yep. Throw a fireball in a second. Oh, I'm even okay with that. There's a drive reversal to try to keep everything locked down, but Spaceboy, we have the level 1, right? That should be enough, and indeed it will. The win streak continues as Spaceboy's up 1-0 in this set now.
I have to make up for losing to that Geef like I did. I have to find my way in top 8. The 7-game win streak will definitely do that for you. Or if not, give you a really good opportunity. Oh, Zakbaz with the choreography into the corner.
Yeah, the overhead reset. If Chun goes into has a stance combo and you're still standing, if you're not already being juggled, you can't forget to watch your dome because she can just go for that if she wants.
Love the whip punish right here, Zakbaz. Oh, yeah.
You reach, I teach. Spaceboy forgot the curriculum. Doesn't finish out the combo. Perfect parry gets on the DI. Okay. Just playing for the drive gauge damage.
Yeah, it doesn't get the wall splat.
Safe jump. Okay. Plus frames off the standing strong. And now Zakbaz is opening up that mid-range. Just going for the level 1. I don't think the level 2 would have killed, but... Or the level 3, rather. But it might have been worth trying to wait it out. Oh,
wow. What a backdash.
For a second, I was like, oh, is that an overcommitment? And then I remembered Zakbaz had 1 round won in that game already, thankfully. So 1 game apiece now. Oh, the overhead reset again. All right, going for these shimmies, but Zakbaz finally stopped reaching. Yeah, the perfect parries in those situations, just going for the back fierce into DI just to force burnout. But now Zakbaz so close to the back foot. Wake up level 1 doesn't want to end up in burnout themselves. Doesn't want to surrender that resource advantage that they have right now. Pressing the issue. Where's HK legs? Oh no, actually DR forward into the double low with the stance cancel. Zakbaz is on set point now.
Definitely elusive plays coming out from Zakbaz right here. Zakbaz, like, the offense that he runs it's like the offense that he runs especially is just so multi-layered, especially with this character like Chun-Li. Like, literally, like, you don't know whether you're gonna get hit with an overhead low, things like this nature. And like literally over and over again, Spaceboy has unfortunately just been subject to block and just lose out on drive gauge because of it.
Okay, went for the safe jump, but this time goes for the throw option after with an empty jump. Catches out Spaceboy for trying to perfect parry. Now, Zakbaz really being aggressive. Anti-air connects, just shy of the other anti-air connecting.
Here we go. Good throw right here. So, just needs 1 hit. Wow.
Yeah, that was checkmate unless Spaceboy had like hard churned a reversal super in that spot. But it's definitely a scary moment. You were on the I feel like you spent a lot of that set, Spaceboy, on the defensive as Zakbaz was really just trying to pressure you. When you're on the defense, what are you thinking about? Like, what is your approach to defensive decision making?
I guess I'm trying to find how I can get my rhythm back, and I shouldn't always play for control of the match, but I'm just trying to see like how do I get out of this situation safely, so to speak. Unfortunately, not able to. I lost when I burned myself out there for the damage. So that wasn't worth it. I should just take a very regular knockdown. He had really good reversals on defense, and his perfect parries were kind of crazy. He always got them. Whenever I was trying to build up meter, he would throw me for parrying, and then he would always get the perfect parries when we needed them.
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, I'm trying to check your status right here, and ladders right here.
I know that's 2 losses, but I don't recall how many wins that is now. That's like 3 or 4, right? You're like 3-2 or 4-2.
5-3.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
5-3.
he lost. He lost one. Yeah, he lost 3.
Yeah, no, there was another one he lost. Thank you. Yeah, and hey, we got 50 more minutes of the ladder, 50 more minutes of the kickback here with Spaceboy. If you're playing along, make sure you keep queuing up for those matches and be ready for that fast top 8 because we do have a hard stop because maintenance is coming. Spaceboy, what do you think about the costume 3 reveal? What do you think about any of the costumes speak to you? Any that you got like a hot take for?
I think Lily has probably the best one. Luke, I had a feeling his design wasn't bad. It just did not work in Street Fighter V's engine. So it looks pretty good here. Anything else speak to me? I like Count and Geef. That one was really good too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Geef one is dope. That Ken one is ugly. I don't like that Ken costume. Like,
I like it. I would willingly dress like that in real life. His eyebrows are so aggressive.
They are aggressive eyeballs, but you don't like Met Gala Maximilian Ken?
Absolutely not. That's gonna be a pass for me, bro. Like that. I don't. It's just something about that hair that looks a little too greasy, but you know, and like having that tacky like Thriller jacket on. I'm just like, nah, bro. This
tacky.
Yeah.
I say it's a better drawing than 3D model. The concept art is sick.
Okay. Because because it seems like everything in the concept art translated well for the costumes except him. But I mean that's just a personal opinion. You know, Marisa's in that lace, so I'm it's whatever, bro. I'll happily spend money on that costume. Huh? Hey Paladin, what's up?
Talk about bad skin takes from Banjo.
Actually, well, so what I will say is I got messages from people that were like, how the hell did you guys rate Marissa's wedding dress costume that low?
Do they have,
like,
do people that message you have eyes? 'Cause that might be a good start.
Muscles out of 10. Muscles out of 10. Flex out of 10.
Anyway,
I'm telling you, bro, that costume is dope, bro.
It just wasn't for us. But we got Spaceboy is playing in the set right now against Paladin. Has Paladin on the back foot, low on drive gauge, but Paladin trying to work their way out of the corner. Nice little shimmy situation there. Sets up a spacing trap for Paladin. But yeah, now unfortunately you're dead because this is Luke damage into level 3.
Totally fair damage, by the way. Paladin, after the mid-game freeze, unfortunately getting frozen in that game right there. And now Spaceboy has an opportunity, big opportunity right here. Trying to make sure he's trying to get back that winning streak he had.
Drive reversal actually gets checked and punished here. Paladin is one more punish counter away from putting Spaceboy into burnout. On the back foot, yeah, I like the parry as a choice there to try to earn some of his drive gauge back. This is scary for Spaceboy though. Life deficit, pretty low on drive gauge. Oh, wow. Just a little bit too late.
Paladin completely checking him in such a kind of not an awkward range of for the fireball, but just really, really close. But that right there, going to be able to get punished big time. Wow. Low profile in the grab. Gotta love it. Here we go, Paladin. In the middle, kind of like, jockeying for position, and Spaceboy just poking with the fireball. Knows that Ryu's typically like to go for that crouching medium punch range, or that crouching medium kick range as well. And he said, hey, if we gotta do the fireball game, I'm in the lead, so I'll happily do it. Another drive reversal just to keep him at bay. I love it.
Yeah, I find people are really starting to experiment with where they can place drive reversal. It's economically, it works out for you as long as you can use it in spots where your opponent's committed more drive gauge. Like you'll spend 2 if they spend 3, right? Okay, finding the anti-air. Spaceboy maintains the life lead on this round, but slowly but surely ends up in burnout now. Oh, dang. We do get the wall stun here for Paladin. We have the Denjin charge. Ryu has grown man damage. Is that going to be enough?
Oh, yeah. And you're going to be able to get the CA off this with the Denjin charge. That's something else. Yikes. Paladin spending just about everything to make sure they get that victory right there.
Okay, 1 game apiece. Oh, wow. Hashogi actually works as a little bit of a spacing trap. They're using it not dissimilarly to how we've seen Spaceboy using light punch knuckle a couple of times. Nice whiff punish there from Spaceboy on the standing medium kick. Overhead connects.
Yep, offense is getting real overwhelming for Paladin. Back in the corner once again. Spaceboy trying not to overextend. He probably feels like buttons is going to be the answer off wake up, and Paladin gets a knockdown again. Just willing to play the fireball game. Does have a lead. Here we go. Wow, he just poked him a fireball after the knockdown. Spaceboy, 1 round away and trade off the fireball. And does he miss?
Oh.
No, barely gets it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of expected that jump in to clear it, but the choice of normal out of Spaceboy must have brought the hurt box down enough. Back throw to try to maintain that corner position. Oh, wow, corners themselves, but the cross-up lands. Now the overhead connects. We have enough for the level 3 in the back. That will do it here for Spaceboy. Turning that one back around here.
There you go, that boy, Spaceboy. What'd you say?
I like Paladin. He's a good guy.
That's what's up, man. It's good that you, finding some friendship amongst your peers. You know
I met him.
Yes.
I met him when I was in Miami. He's a really cool kid. His dad brought him to the local. Like, it's solid kid.
Yeah,
That's good, man.
He's playing this good and beating players like Knucklebeard and Strider, and even me. I remember he beat me in Super 5 when I was playing Kira, but even still, like he's beating a class of players that like most players aren't going to beat in their entire lives. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't say I'm a part of that tier, but even still.
Right.
So, you know what? I had a different question, but so, like, what do you think is the differentiator between that tier? Like, what is the hump that you have to get over to go from, like, I'll say good to great?
Yeah, it's a very good question.
Your hang-ups about winning. So it's like, I think Knuckles is going to do whatever it takes to win. He'd rather do it with Guile, but you'll see him play lots of archetypes. Like, the fact that he can play... He won Capcom Cup with Mika, but he still had a guy to help him, too. So he's willing to do whatever he wants. Me, if I think the character's not cool, I just don't play them. And that's what my big issue was for a really long time. Like, I can never be a BlazBlue character player because the top tiers of that game are the most uncool characters I've ever seen in my entire life.
Do you think that playing a top tier is that important, or do you think it's a title by title thing?
I think for consistency's sake, it matters because just historically speaking, you don't see too many games where the big, huge tournament was won with a mid-tier. They can do it. I think matches matter. So, like, if you play a character in the top tier, but all their matches are 5-5, and sure, that's doable. But we never saw a Q win a big tournament for a third strike, as far as I'm aware.
That's not true.
Which one? I was waiting to
there's a legendary third strike player. He doesn't just main Q. He actually can play the entire cast.
What's his name?
I'd prefer not to say. He's got a little bit of controversy.
I have a feeling I know who it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
oh my.
Yeah, but he's literally he picks the character and just goes burr, and it looks savant levels.
Oh wow!
He was widely considered the best with several characters over the lifespan of the game.
Too bad he's gone. Rest in peace.
Yep. Anywho,
yeah,
But yeah, it's doable. It just takes a special kind of somebody, you know.
Yeah, like that's a really good like point that
they typically are not.
Yeah, that's a really good point that Brad and Spaceboy made about kind of just like where do your values lie within the game within the game that you're playing. Like, do you play to have fun and just you take the character as far as you can get it, or do you play for the victory? Like, do you want to just play like the most optimal choice that you possibly can, because especially with this game, because there's so much at stake, right? It's like you get the Capcom Cup, it's a payday, but if you win Capcom Cup, what I'm saying, it's it's life changing. So where do you discern what's good to play with, or do you just want to play to have fun? It's a very, very good question. So
yeah, I think it's one that everyone needs to kind of tackle eventually, right? Like,
yeah,
I think everyone has that point where you're continuing to sink in time and energy to this thing that we love, and eventually you have to sort of answer to yourself and be like, how much am I willing to put in, and what do I want out of it, and do those things match up? Because if you want more than you're capable of giving to yourself, you need to sort of negotiate that time with your spell. We have Spaceboy playing his next set, another Luke here, a modern Luke here from 2 Rush.
I think that's the best level 1 in the game.
Luke's level 1? I don't think you're wrong. I think a lot of people probably feel that way. It's the versatility that it has as being able to compete as a projectile super and blow up people for zoning, compared to the weakness of level 1s not beating fireballs, is so valuable.
Man, 2 Rush. Oh my goodness, getting stuffed by the jumping roundhouse off the fireball. In 2 Rush, we saw them trade earlier, trying to go blow for blow with the dragon punches, but unfortunately nothing doing here. Like I don't know if he's using necessarily all of the modern inputs, but that damage, that 30% damage reduction on specials, if you are using modern inputs, is something to be said about.
Right. Life is really even right now. Drive gauges just shy of even. That could have been a huge whiff punish if 2 Rush was ready for it. And frankly, if you're playing on modern, that's exactly the kind of thing where you should be able to do it. Instead, we're playing on modern so that we can bust out those immediate reversal OD DPs. First game goes on the board to Spaceboy.
And as a modern player, you gotta just having trigger discipline is just very, very important, because like the muscle memory is so easy, right? Just to have these 1-button supers and these 1-button special moves, and it can be so easy to fall into that trap of just thinking that it's okay to just expend that move whenever they're blocking, or whenever you see first movement, because you could whiff and you could make them, and they could pay for that in a big way. And right now, Spaceboy is saying that the damage is really, really nice over here on the classic side.
All right. Go for the dash forward. Oh no, we were actually a little bit late on that second dash input. The reversal level 1, though, the best level 1 in Spaceboy's opinion. Yep. Working out great for him here, but unfortunately in a rough spot so far. That's in Burnout rough. And Spaceboy, it's like, you have nothing for this.
Yeah, basically, like you use your level 1 for the first cadence, so now I have enough to basically get you up out of here, especially since you in Burnout. Here we go, and literally drive rush grab. You're not doing anything about it. The shimmy, level 3 on deck. Go.
Such a strong lead.
That'll work.
Yeah, counter DI connects for 2 Rush. We heard Spaceboy say that'll work, so something obviously works in his favor in the next couple of seconds.
Oh no, I said that don't work.
Oh, apologies.
Okay. 2 Rush, kind of fighting back. Nothing in the tank here. Getting drive rush meter back, but opting to play the fireball game in Spaceboy. Walking forward right here. Hey, getting real dangerous.
Oh man, the level 1, it was just too late. And that modern DP coming out for 2 Rush.
A lot of special moves being thrown around here. Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
It's looking like a classic, right? Classic fireball game.
Right.
Level 1 reversal out of 2 rush. Again, that 1-button super. It is something that you have to be mindful of. Oh my god, had the answer even in a spot where they couldn't counter DI.
Oh, you ain't got nothing for it, dog.
Oh, but he's out of burnout now, so...
Oh! With DP and... Alright, Luke, I got the same sentiments you do. This modern Luke doing massive damage right now. This modern Luke is like, yeah, man, I can do everything you can do, man. Don't even worry about it. I don't give a damn about no damage reduction. We just gonna throw hands.
Oh, okay. Ending up with a little bit of a spacing trap of his own. I think wanted to be closer to the corner. It's obviously so hard for Spaceboy to find a spot to get DI to work here against 2Rush just because of the amount of 1-button solutions 2Rush has.
There we go, 2Rush. Spaceboy.
Very slight life deficit. Nice pickup off the low forward. Yeah, do not commit any more drive gauge to this. Just wait it out.
Yeah, honestly, Spaceboy, I'm pretty sure he's...
You can barely throw a fireball because 2Rush can look at that with the 1-button OD Sandblast reaction and the punish counter of the OD beating yours slowly puts the drive gauge situation back in 2Rush's favor. But the fact that Spaceboy has slowed this down and sat on the lead has made a huge difference here. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Right, and like you see when they're jockeying for a position like this, these modern players, bro, they're looking for first movement because they have 1-button specials. They're looking for first movement, so like, you know what, I could just pop this anytime. Just like...
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Just like that. Because it's just like, you know, it's nigh instant. It's just like, yeah, bro, like if you're like at the first sign of movement or the first sign of a move that's like that I feel is negative, I'm just gonna throw this level 1, 2, or 3, and yeah, man, coming into fruition right there for 2Rush.
Right, with punish, standing medium kick, but we actually don't get a combo after. Right, reversal. Jab confirms coming out of 2Rush. Has that advantageous corner position, but doesn't want to keep fighting on the ground. DI gets blown up by counter DI. That works out for Spaceboy. Now 2Rush on the back foot in burnout.
Yeah, the only reversal that 2Rush has is these supers, and he does have level 2 available, so...
Oh no, is Spaceboy being greedy, or are we just hoping that we're going to be able to play with burnout? No anti-air on that jump in. That's a big problem into level 3 for the chip. That feels bad after you've committed to try to take it with you, but we are going to final round.
Yeah, I think that chip super was definitely something that 2Rush wasn't expecting right there. Here we go, put him back into the corner, very nice. Spaceboy just about sick of the modern shenanigans right here from 2Rush. Good damage on him so far. Right, back into the corner, 2Rush. Maybe gonna layer his offense right here. Yo, here we go. In burnout though, but still has that reversal on deck in the form of supers.
Absolutely. And now, so even in those spots, I love the adjustments coming out of Spaceboy though. It's a spot there where it's like, oh, I'm scared to throw a fireball because they could reversal level 1. But so Spaceboy walks that extra hair forward and gets the low forward, blowing him up for it. Okay, big starter there for 2Rush. Doesn't have enough to close this out for the level 3. Oh my god.
Say that again. What did you say?
One of the worst lag spikes I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was definitely somebody AOL disc ran out. 100%.
It looked like somebody had joined the lobby. Maybe that mucked it up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that Enzo peeked in and out. So
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't gonna name names.
Oh.
Why you gonna air their laundry?
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, it was just an honest mistake, bro. I'm not gonna judge anybody for it. You know what I'm saying? He was just saying here it was out. No big deal.
Spaceboy, what do you think of modern controls?
They're
good, right?
Oh God,
good. They're not bad. Luke loses too much for me to consider using it, though.
Okay.
Like, you can't jump fierce with him anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's significant. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think there's some characters that benefit from modern more than others, obviously, but I think it's a great addition. You know, coming from Smash Brothers. So
it seems
sure.
fairly split too, because I remember, remember around Evo when everyone was like, "Oh, modern Chun-Li, it's crazy," and then like, you know, you and I, Brad, we talked about it. And we're like, wait a minute, she loses every single overhead like in her entire kit for swapping to modern, right?
yeah.
Right, but like that
There's
only
still other
matters.
things.
Right, like I like having it, but I recognize that I am choosing to not have better reaction times for these tools. It's something that anyone can choose. But so my question, I guess, to go a little bit deeper on it is, I know it sounds like there are people who fear that modern will slow the game down too much. Do you think that's going to be a problem, or do you think that's overblown?
Definitely overblown. If modern is only as good as the character's supers, in my opinion. So like Ken has no reason to be modern. I don't see how Lily could benefit from it. There's tons of characters. If your level 1 super isn't good, or your level 2 super isn't that good, then it's not really worth it. So like Ken only uses this level 1 for combos. So you don't need the modern for combos, so it's not
Right.
good enough. But Luke, who has other really good utility with his, definitely really great. But I can see why people use modern Luke. Solving's a really good modern. I think he's the best one. But not everybody's using it for a reason.
I think that's an interesting way to put that, and it is about the threat of reversal super that is overwhelmingly what pushes the conversation about modern. We are loading in for our next set here: Spaceboy versus Uriel Valorio.
Spaceboy going through the entire gauntlet with just about a little under 30 minutes remaining in the ladder, ladies and gentlemen. So please get your matches in if you haven't already. But man, Spaceboy has been literally match after match after match, and he is a warrior right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've barely gotten to ask him anything. Hey, all of y'all over in Twitch chat or in YouTube chat, if you have a question for Spaceboy, you only have so much time left of his undivided attention. In between games is obviously divided right now, but if you got a question, let him know in the chat and we will relay it on for you. Uriel Valorio goes into burnout to secure that round, and the first round is on the board.
Ooh-wee, that whiff right there, very, very dangerous. You get so nervous around characters like Ken, but when you got crouching medium punch with Luke, man, the wonder button does it all for you, hits at all ranges. Okay.
I don't know why you saying the wonder button like tickled me the way that it did.
Wonder button.
I don't know why.
Here we go, Spaceboy. Feeling the full effect of this offense right now from Uriel Valorio, and good. I definitely agree with trying to just halt the momentum even a little bit, but wow, and find the gap.
Such a brave jab.
Right. Is he gonna kill off this?
There's very little scaling. But no, just barely not. But Spaceboy gonna be out of burnout in another second. Uriel Valorio cannot afford to take one more hit. What a counter DI. I'm sorry, not counter DI. I suppose it was a counter in the sense that he countered Uriel bulldozing through the screen with a green flash, but the round does get on the board for Spaceboy.
Here we go. The Ken offense is going strong right here in the corner. A couple of parries. They're trying to force their way out as well. And the crouching medium, putting them back in the middle of the board right here, and another throw to throw them back into the corner in an attempt. And now, after those two offensive series, super even between these two players. Another reversal. And I'm loving these defensive options by Spaceboy right here.
right? Oh, okay. That was 1,000,000% supposed to be a fireball, right?
Yes, 100%.
I cannot believe that. Bro.
Oh my god.
Huh. Okay. All right, Ken, you got it. All right, buddy.
Ken's level 3 and Ken's CA, I feel like always does way more than I'm expecting for it too.
Every time.
Okay.
I got the punish counter off of the last hit of that that kick, man. Like another punish counter. Combo started leading into massive damage right here for Uriel Valorio. Another throw into the corner.
Every single time Dragon Lash low crushes one of my pokes, I swear I lose like a day of my life with the rage that builds in my heart. Okay, perfect parries coming out of Uriel Valorio's. They're starting to continue to press the issue. Oh my god, that DI was from super far out. I think it was a read against the fireball, I imagine.
Yeah, and Spaceboy just trying to play this fireball game, but the closing distance that Ken does is just like closing the distance for Ken is absolutely no issue, and Spaceboy is trying to just like keep them at bay because their offense when they're this close is just absolutely devastating.
Okay, super scary. Next touch is gonna go into level 3, and the lockdown is so scary. Oh my god, double fake gets double parry pumps out of Spaceboy.
Going to the burnout right here.
But still has that level 3 available. This is still so dangerous for Spaceboy.
He didn't scoop him, did he? He missed.
No, in fact, it misses. Spaceboy has CA. Don't drop it. He's alive, isn't he? Oh, my
defense.
God. Are you dead off the throw? No, just barely not.
I regretted it. I should.
That's rough.
I don't know. I just felt like I needed something.
Nah, I mean, I definitely agree with it. I definitely agree with going for the level 2 just because you needed something for the next round because you know that Uriel Valorio is going to go on an offensive tear if he gets a hit. So, like, I would rather go into the next round with something, you know, just not being on empty for super. So, I mean, I definitely agree with it. I just thought the level 2 was going to do a little bit more damage than it did.
See, I get it, but at the same time, it's like when you know it's set point, when you know you don't have anything else to go for. I guess this is an interesting question to sort of pose to you as a competitor, because we've seen a couple of times you're making calls like that where you're trying to save the bar. So even in a tight round, you're still thinking about the game. You're still thinking about the set, right?
To be honest, I should just spend that. That's my policy. You should just always spend.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
I felt like I could have just caught it. He recovered too quick, and then my drive rush didn't come out in time because I was still burnt out. If I was smart, I would have just done like crouch media punch and just throw him there.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just those like type of decisions that you have to make like within like milliseconds. It seems like, you know, and you know, sometimes sometimes the plays pan out, sometimes they don't, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? But now you know, like, hey, in a situation like that, if you get caught in the same situation like this, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just burn it next time. So it's all learning experience.
Yeah. And so I guess speaking of learning, so how long have you been playing fighting games, Spaceboy? Like, how did you get your start?
Oh, I think a year before Street Fighter 5, so maybe 7 or 8 years.
That recent,
years.
huh?
Wow, that's that recent.
6 years recent?
I mean, comparatively, I guess. You know what?
You
Actually,
gotta remember
no,
that
that's
Brad's
fair.
a boomer, and he's been here for like 17 years. So yeah, for him it's recent. And then you got Bunch, who's been here since video games were invented. Banjo plays Smash, so he's basically a child too.
No, he's not wrong. So, I mean, I literally started competitive like fighting games right around the time Spaceboy did. Right at not a year before Street Fighter 5, but like right at Street Fighter 5's release is when I started playing fighting games too. So do you and you were talking about BlazBlue earlier, so obviously you fancy a couple of other fighting games that aren't Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, I like Persona the best.
Okay. Who do you play in Persona?
Minazuki. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It took me a second to process it because I thought I heard it wrong. What is it about Minazuki that you like?
I like his 5C. I just like his buttons. They're cool. Also, he's like unnecessarily edgy.
He is incredibly edgy. He is
teleport, Grim Reaper persona.
Word. How you feel about Joker in Smash Brothers, bro?
I'm glad he's there, but I don't play Smash. I never even tried him.
Yo, Banjo, you're in the wrong hood, son.
What are you talking
trying
about?
to make Smash a thing.
You're in the wrong hood. Nobody cares about that.
What are you talking about?
You don't even care about that game anymore. Stop.
I don't. I do not.
Stay on the subject matter.
Yo, did you hear that Dragon Ball got rollback? That's crazy.
Like the anime?
Yeah, they're rolling back the Super Arc. They're all children again.
That's also true.
Yeah, he never lied.
Actually,
High
is
speed
true.
chaos.
Yeah, high speed chaos.
On the ones and twos, trying to play spoiler to Spaceboy. Spaceboy currently still 20 minutes left, trying to fight their way into that top 8.
Very, very slight life deficit here, but I think on the back foot positionally a little bit. But Luke's buttons do such a great job of earning him real estate on the screen.
Here we go, Spaceboy. Kind of waiting right here. Good jump in off the fireball.
Right, corner pressure. And again, it's that drive reversal seems like the de facto answer every time we see a drive rush. It doesn't want to deal with handing a Ken the opportunity for plus frames. And High Speed Chaos, accordingly, has really not had the chance to do a whole lot to start their game. Same thing, plus frames, nah, drive reversal. I'm not playing it. Oh, the suppressor actually gets smoked by the counter hit Stand Fierce.
Go find the hit right here. Trying to go for the opportunity for a meaty setup. Not going to be found here. High Speed Chaos with the DP, the fundamentals from both. And does he reach? Wow!
Oh my God, he does?
At the last second, at the last possible frame. Unbelievable, Spaceboy.
That is a crazy amount.
The optimal you reach, I teach.
Ken has a pretty decent amount of. He has good fireballs, but he has definitely a good amount of coverage.
There we go. So after that, man, High Speed Chaos probably couldn't believe it reached like that either. And Spaceboy gonna be up in the set right now, pushing the issue.
All right, still playing this really methodical game right now. But again, it seems like so much of the strategy is just never let Ken get started. And that's such a huge deal because Ken can just swing so wildly. And now even just that positional difference makes such a huge deal. What I will say is High Speed Chaos is not playing as aggressively as I would have expected. Yo, thanks Hotashi and everybody that came through for the raid.
Yeah, appreciate to have y'all here on Casa, man. We cooking.
So if you're just joining us, this is the Kickback, and we are following Spaceboy through the latter portion all night. Currently up 1-0 in this set against High Speed Chaos.
Yo, Hotashi, let me see that Marissa, dog. Calm through, dog.
Wow, we're just chucking plasma. High Speed Chaos spent so much drive gauge there just to try to win neutral at round start.
that was a little egregious. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely don't agree with the resource management right here because now you're on the other side, and here we go. And DI definitely on the way, and you only have one reversal for this. But double jump into the corner, and being able to get the drive gauge back. So all right, I mean, if it works for you.
Yeah, problem is I think High Speed Chaos is showing their hand a little bit. They're so frustrated in neutral that all of these medium pokes out of Spaceboy, low forward, low strong, they're all stuffing High Speed Chaos as they just try to run through.
Yeah, like that double jump in the corner was actually just wild. But I figured that High Speed Chaos knew, like, okay, I'm burnt out. The DI's on the way, so I mean, hey, I mean, it worked for a time, but Spaceboy going to be able to come out with that match win.
I'm number 11 right now. 8th place is 5-1. I don't know if I can do it. I'm 8-5 versus 5-1. I don't know how I could possibly do that. My win rate is 2.
I think if you piece together like two wins right now, you might be in the talk.
All right, let's see. Oh, what am I not doing? Not queuing.
You got to queue up. There's only so much time.
You got to queue up, dog.
15 minutes left.
It's a race against the clock now. You got to queue up.
You do it in 5. I'm literally not gonna block.
I mean,
you got to queue up, and then you not only have to queue up, you got to basically 2-0 everybody you play.
Yo, real shit. He's actually spitting at this point because like what does he have to lose?
That's true.
Unhinged Street Fighter 6 coming up, guys.
Hey, now I can't find the button to queue.
Oh my God. Oh no!
I can't find the button. He says. Oh my God!
You've been queuing up all night, my man. Brain farted. Oh no!
He has been self-sufficient all evening.
Somebody help him out, bro.
You're gonna see some Rush Hour Street Fighter 6.
I love it.
Some Rush Hour Street Fighter 6. Well, hey, while we have this moment and he is queuing up, rush on over to the Matcherino and show some love in those codes. We already dropped a $200 pop bonus into this evening's tournament, but there are still, I see 31 codes left, and I know from experience that you guys can go over to the Matcherino and contribute a code in the amount of time it takes for me to plug the Matcherino. And I know this because I've done it. I even typed it for you in the chat. It couldn't be easier. I typed it, I'm sorry, in the Twitch chat. If you're watching over on YouTube, it is also in the chat on there. So please go and show some love to our players. Spaceboy, do you have a favorite tournament experience that you ever had?
Favorite tournament? I think DTN 2017. That's when I had that's playing Ed and Akuma. And it's just like, I think I beat my first quote-unquote top player. That was Mike and I. That just, I was feeling myself, and people like started giving me props. Most of the times, like, I'm just some guy at a tournament, but then people started talking, which was cool. But then I lost in the run back. I lost to Smug, and then Mike and I in the run back. I remember I did full charge V skill, and then I tried to do Crouch Fierce. He just a jab, and then he steamrolled me.
Oof. All right, we are loading in here. Lewis DR. We're going to try to speedrun as many of these sets as we can on the possibility of getting Spaceboy a spot in this top 8 for the ladder. If you are not familiar, if you're just joining us and you don't know how this works, the top 8 players at the end of the 2-hour ladder run seed into a top 8 double elim bracket to play for the prize pot. Spaceboy is pretty close right now, and he's trying to get through this as quick as possible. Already promised not to block. Promised not delivered as we're blocking the fireballs, but I understand.
Right, you said it was going to be Rush Hour Street Fighter 6 for the rest of ladder portion, so I'm very excited to see it. And like I said, if he wants to find his way into this top 8, he has to 2-0 everybody he plays just for time's sake. What else?
Neutral jumps here from Spaceboy. Wow, okay, the not blocking actually working out to his detriment a fair bit right now as he's getting mauled a little bit. But we get some plus frames. We catch his sway into the level 3!
He caught his sway! And all of a sudden, he's found his way back into the lead.
It didn't work! It didn't work!
I'm, like, upset that you did that.
I'm upset it didn't work. He's supposed to react. You're a young man. What's going on, bro? At least he wasted his meter.
Man said, I paid money to block. I definitely paid money to block. You're Luke. Of course I'm gonna block. I'm scared of you. But then again, he is DJ, so here we go. Louis DR into the corner. Sobot, get him up off of me. Uh-oh.
Oh man, plus frames. Oh, what?
Huh? Okay, a lot of spaghetti, or what looks like spaghetti in the corner. A lot of buttons being pressed. Here we go.
I was just mine. I screwed myself after that dash up the B. I don't deserve to make top 8, and I don't think I can.
Nah, bro. Never say die. Never say die, Spaceboy.
I mean, there could also be, there could be a learning experience here. Oh my God, the aggression is in session. So much damage here for Louis DR.
Louis DR says, I'm playing spoiler right now, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, oh no.
Hey, this character is the devil. Bro. Like,
you're dead off that? That's
you
crazy.
Dead. Bro. Yeah, stay over there. I ain't gonna lie. That offensive tirade that you went on, like, and literally melted another person's life bar like that, nah. You need to stay where you at. Okay, you know, just quick 30%, no big deal.
Okay, good parry on the DI so that we don't end up getting the wall splat, but it's still so difficult right now. Okay, level 1 out of Louis DR. We want the better knockdown. Level 1 is going to save Spaceboy from the wall splat. What?
Damn.
Hey, you got it, bro. All right.
Damn.
Louis DR, you got it.
He kind of did it to you on the low. I ain't gonna hold it to you.
Wait. Oh my God. No.
That man played quite disrespectfully, bro.
Louis
DR, bro. That man put it down, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was rough, bro.
He met you with violence.
All right, I'm done. Captain goes down his ship.
You know what? That's fair. You damn sure did go down with your ship. Like
one more for the road gang.
You got 2 minutes. You literally have a minute and a half to queue up.
Yeah, you can play spoiler now.
You can play spoiler. You can ruin somebody's day. Yep.
I'm just gonna go open chat voice activity until it's over. I play against NY Mando. I am 8'6", he is 5'8".
All right, bring him in. This is the last match of the queue, and then we figure out who's in this top 8. You know what I'm saying?
Only, you know, a who's who of Street Fighter 6 players. What it looks like. That's what it's shaping up to be.
Yeah. This ladder is kind of stacked right now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people that there's quite a few people that are looking in February, but there's also quite a few people that are qualified. Well, at least one. It's gonna be. You said what now?
Start with McGee for ending with McGee.
Oh, like that?
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Hey, this is a chance for you to redeem yourself, bro.
I suppose so.
This is a great opportunity for redemption, bro. I mean, you lost to a Geef to start, and now you can, you know, you can make up for that right here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. Are you gonna approach the matchup any differently than you did at the top of the night, or?
I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do what I do.
Well, this is for all intents and purposes, this is Spaceboy's last match. So he lost against a Geef to start. Drive rush DP. He's like, hey, I'm going out like me. Wall splat. Suppressor. Let's go. Let's go,
like me. I may not be him, but I'm me. Damn, as you should. This is how the matchup should have gone.
Ground Star Drive Rush DP. That's what I should
I mean, look, it's yielding result. Look,
Bro, it's you against the world, bro.
all right, that guy got fried.
It's you against the world.
I always knew it would be. Young Noah. I'm Noah. I'm Noah. I'm Noah.
I swear I heard you say Trevor Noah, and I was like, what does that mean?
That man's reporting the news. That's what it means. He's got the he's got the daily report right here.
Yeah, he invited us to the Daily Show.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He didn't press.
Damn, level 1? Oh, okay.
He definitely pressed.
Oh, it ate the input, you know.
I shouldn't have done that. Jack
Oh my
Hammer.
god.
Damn
What?
it.
Ain't no way. He really did that. Ew.
I really did
Of
it.
course he did that.
What is going on?
Hey, Space. Right, except you're the coyote.
I gotta do math. I gotta see if any of these players are playing anything meaningful.
We're playing for fun bunch.
You're done. You're done. I'm not even. I'm thinking about you next week. Not like you're not even here right now.
I definitely won't be here next week. I'm probably.
Oh, that whip punish immaculate.
Let's see. I think all these players are out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, Space.
What a buffer.
Oh yeah.
Not a buffer, Brad. That was a hit confirm, baby.
Okay.
Let's do it again. One more for the road.
I don't know who you were swinging at. One more. Never mind.
Wait, hold up. Did Alex Smith make top 8?
It's close. It looks like it.
Bro, he's 10-6. He was complaining that he was like, yo, I gotta play mad matches. Yo. Hold on.
Oh, good counter DI.
Neither. People were like, yo, that.
I'm so impressed by that wake up sway. Damn, block spammer. Real men don't block like this. Oh my god.
Oh man, mashing, bro.
You're really saying
man.
block spammer?
Block spammer, bro.
Fudge. These geese are too
You just
good,
say-
man.
Yo,
Said
did you just say
fudge.
fudge?
Man said fudge. Fudge it, man. Everybody play these freaking geese.
Are you telling me we're at 2 minutes left in the block? I'm only just now discovering you don't curse.
That's
I mean,
live.
fine.
That's live. Let's go, Spaceboy. Proper. Act disrespectful one time against his geef.
That you want one time? He's been
one
doing
day.
it a couple of times.
Dang.
For the one time.
Level 3.
Ah!
Oh, another reset.
You suck, man.
Why were you bad at this game? I don't know how you guys let me get top 8 adventures.
Yo, man, you suck.
Sounds like my dad. Let's get. I'm gonna do something awesome.
I'm waiting.
All right, I'm waiting for it.
As
Right.
you should.
Okay. What else? What else? Oh!
Do not. Do not.
Let's go! Let's go, Spaceboy!
He's random.
Oh,
He's random.
the weights are up.
It ain't random, it hit.
He's random.
It ain't random, it hit.
He's random.
My man
The
called his
weights are
shot and then just sprayed and prayed.
Hey, what else?
No. Come on.
Let's go,
Mando,
Spaceboy.
please.
Man, don't
All right.
punish this man.
I need to know where this gameplay was an hour ago.
I'm hungry, bro.
That works? Oh, shit.
I'm going straight raw.
Pause.
Oh no, he can win.
Jesus.
He can win. He can win.
Oh, that should have been a bigger punish.
I should have punched that brother. Alright, Mando, I can't lose to you. I can't lose to you.
I can't wait for Mando to go on Twitter and be like, yo, I got bullied by Spaceboy. He was all Hollywood on the kickback and then played like an asshole against me at the end of the ladder.
Thank you.
Oh no, that cake don't bake.
Here comes. Level 3.
Oh, you're baiting it out of him. Okay.
He's trying to bait out of him.
Wait.
Stand fierce.
Delete this. This is the wrong list.
Yeah, baby. Ah!
Got him. Let's go. Huh? Hey, you better not lose. You better not lose.
Oh my god, you really
Spaceboy.
truly might.
Oh my god, Spaceboy! No!
Spaceboy!
Punk, JB, Cool Kevin, Psycho, Idom,
No!
Flux Waves,
Come on, man.
Complex, Alex Smith. That's the right one.
That man dropped right out of the combo. You whiskey me.
Get this guy out of here, man.
Okay.
All right, chat. We still gotta speed run this, so we are gonna run 3 minutes of
3
quick
minutes and we
ads.
gotta go. 3 minutes and we gotta go.
Actually, they're mid-ad at the moment.
Oh,
Dope.
shit.
So,
Oh, damn.
Good for them.
Yeah, they can hold that, I guess. But yeah, we are gonna put it on a break for a second so that our commentators can grab some water. But stay tuned, chat. We will be right back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Spaceboy,
get
thanks for
these
coming.
players playing.
Thank you for coming, Spaceboy.
And welcome back to the Kickback. We have just finished watching with our guest Spaceboy, who unfortunately was not able to qualify for this top 8 this evening. But our top 8 is looking absolutely stacked. But first, I'm going to highlight my co-commentator here. Banjo, how was it watching that first segment here as we load in for our first set?
It was definitely hilarious. Probably one of the funnier parts of the night. This man went from stout, pensive, oh, I'm trying to make this top 8, to, hey, whatever happens, happens. And honestly, that might be some of the best Street Fighter. But if I'm looking at this top 8, the best is yet to come, ladies and gentlemen, because it is absolutely 1000% stacked tonight.
Absolutely. And we have Idom versus Dual Kevin to open up this top 8 for us now. And Idom in the driver's seat for just this second as Dual Kevin is back towards the wall. But I feel like this can get out of Idom's hands pretty quickly if we're able to get out of the corner at any point. But Dual Kevin is really being forced to be passive and defensive right now.
Yep, and the perfect parry was exactly what was going to get him out of the corner right there and force Idom in the corner. Now the guessing game on Dual Kevin's side right here.
This is huge, and that's level 2. So off the next knockdown, you know Dual Kevin's going to be able to press the issue with that level 2. No, actually just goes for the strike throw, mix up in the corner, saves the bar, and earns the round.
Right, now you have level 2 on deck for this, and it's a situation where Idom definitely has a lot of medals on deck. The whiff punish, though, from Dual Kevin, and all the way into the corner with the Eagle Spike, the throw into the corner, and once again, the Fireball game making its presence known, and the pop-up. Dual Kevin's offense looking real spicy right about now.
Yeah, this is such a tough spot for Idom to try to fight back from. He's got 2 bars, and I know historically from watching Idom that he's not afraid to use reversal supers if he needs to through a couple of the spots. It's critically important. I mean, you need to do whatever you can to try to swing the match back in your favor. Really fishing in this mid-range. Dual Kevin pretty low on drive gauge right now, so it seems like Idom is tending towards different higher strength pokes accordingly. I think that's just enough to put Dual Kevin into burnout after this level 3.
I was really surprised that an anti-air just wasn't found, like a spinning mixer wasn't found right there, but the DI? Wow. Hello? And gonna go into level 3, gonna go into the CA right here, and Dual Kevin gonna be able to get the stream on full blast right here, taking that first game. Wow.
Yeah, a strong start from Dual Kevin. It's funny, I feel like we see Rashid level 3 so infrequently just because level 2 is, in a lot of respects, it's like one of the reasons you pick the character, right? Like, it's
right.
It's such a strong catch-all. Like, oh, I'm behind, level 2 will make opportunities. I'm ahead, level 2 is gonna let me solidify it. Perfect parry as Idom goes for the ballerina kicks. So much corner carry off of that too with the corpse run.
Bro, that Eagle Spike and the backdash right there. Here we go. Dual Kevin able to get the side switch, and Idom, trying to, and finally getting anti-aired right there by the spinning mixer. Dual Kevin, once again, putting them into the corner, the throw, and the offense multi-layered right here by Rashid, and Idom finding a way to press, able to get the counter hit. Back into neutral that we go, but another throw from Dual Kevin into the corner, and the level 2 making its presence felt. You see it. What are you going to do about it?
Oh my god, Idom thought he had gotten away from it, but he didn't. Dual Kevin has ample resources to be able to finish that out. Even the very top of the tornado is still just as deadly. That's where the house fell on the Wicked Witch, let's be real.
Oh yeah, I was there, man. I'm from Kansas. Here we go, Idom into the corner carry from the Eagle Spike. Absolutely ridiculous, and spinning mixer traversing the stage right here is Dual Kevin literally going from end to end. The whip punish off of the button. Idom looking in a lot of trouble right here, in Dual Kevin, perfect KO, perfect offense into the third game, and is going wall to wall on Idom right now.
Yeah, and just loading right in. Idom, we know he has other characters. I know he's played JP a couple of times.
Right.
I think it's either Cammy or Jury that I think we've seen him bring out once or twice as well. But no, trying to stick this one out with the Manon, finding the counter hit back throw to put Dual Kevin into the corner, but unfortunately a couple of these errant pokes not really working out for him the way that he wants it to. Punish counter standing short, gets that corner position back, and now a confirm into the OD ballerina kicks.
Real getting those medals. Definitely gonna have to play a part here. You definitely need a lot of comeback factor in this, and yes, I agree with the reversal. Don't let Rashid get it for free. Gonna be able to get the fireball off that trade. Hello, this overhead into the corner once again.
How far are we going to press this? Spends the level 1. It's just barely not going to kill. Oh, that's huge, but thankfully pushes them out of the corner. Idom overcommits, and Dual Kevin is on set point. I think Dual Kevin got the memo that we're all trying to be out of here before CFN goes down.
Definitely. He said, I want a piece of those costumes too, but I got stuff to do, and apparently getting this 3-0 is a great way to start. And Idom, just unfortunately, just once he's gotten into the corner from Dual Kevin, just like literally just getting mauled. Hasn't found that many opportunities, but here we go with one right here. And the medal's going to have to play a very, very big part in this comeback. You're down 2 games with a round as well.
It's so wild. Dual Kevin spins level 2. What I was going to say is, like, Idom's having such a hard time just trying to find the opportunity to get any whiff punishment. The late overhead connects. Dual Kevin with the OD mixer. Oh, he's going to cash out a whole lot here. Puts himself in burnout, but it's just barely not enough. One touch will do it. This is so many plus frames here for Idom.
Here we go,
in a
Idom.
perfect world, we don't have to spend a whole lot of super gauge here. How much do we commit? We do commit the level 3. And we didn't have enough drive gauge to be able to push that too far forward, but at least our tournament life on the winner's side continues.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Dual Kevin heard you. He was like, nah, I think it's time to wrap this up, actually. And that is just
alrighty then, chat room.
My man is speechless. He's just like, how did level 3 not, kill here? And literally, as he got up, got his drive gauge back and just immediately just DP. That's rough. That makes me want to cry. I'm like, yo, I spend level 3 off that combo. It doesn't kill. Come on.
Yeah,
come on, man.
That just feels bad. Yeah,
Profound
you hate
sadness.
to see it. Yeah, with that, Dual Kevin moving on in the winner's side. And we jumped right back into it. We jumped right into the mix of everything, but we didn't even get the chance to tell you who else had qualified through this latter portion. We have Punk versus Alex Smith, JB versus Flux Waves, and Psycho versus Complex 90, all rounding out our top 8. And I'll let Bunch tell us which matches we're going to run on stream, because I know we're trying to expedite things tonight.
Yes.
We're playing all of that round 1. I was hoping that Dual Kevin would lame him out. I picked that one on the prayer that it would go a little slower. Yes, I pressed it because you weren't paying attention. So we're waiting for Punk and Alex, Psycho and Complex, JB and Flux Waves. All those matches I called well before the Dual Kevin and Idom match.
That's wild.
So just to give you an idea of how much of a drive-by that was. Trying to find the words to explain this shit.
That was wild.
That was an unboxing video, man.
Truly.
That was a TikTok video. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a YouTube. That shit was a YouTube short.
Oh man.
It was a how-to on how to beat a Capcom Cup champion.
Oh man.
You know those
format too. He was like, first I'm gonna open him up, then he's not gonna block this, then I'm gonna throw him a few times while the tornado's sitting on top of him, overhead. Now he's gonna jump trying to get over the tornado, but there's still a hit there, so I'm gonna confirm that. All right, for the win. Okay.
Bro, I'm looking at the World Warrior rankings, and it's just like to see like that's why I love this tournament, specifically Casa. I love this tournament just because like every so often, bro, it gets stacked exactly like this. Like you get Capcom Cup champions, you get just multiple tournament like big like premieres, winners, like you get like all these like this massive amount of story talent in this one bracket, and then you see someone like Idom lose 3-0 like quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like it's crazy.
I mean, I think to talk about Idom while we have a little bit of time and we're trying to fill this space, I feel like as great as he is, and he is great, there's some sort of limitation to Manon, or maybe something he needs to grasp about the system mechanics, because I'm not fully convinced it's the character just yet. The character obviously has weaknesses, but I think like Laura had weaknesses and Idom made her work. There's something about this game that I feel like is still not quite setting right to give us the item that we're used to seeing.
So he did win a Capcom Cup with Poison, correct?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
True.
And I bring this up because I felt like, an oppressive zoner like JP, right, should be in his wheelhouse, right? I figured that would have been like, I figured like at game start that probably would have been like, one of his go-tos, but like, I guess like the whole grappler like play style really resonated with him, obviously with Manon. It's just that I think it's 100% Manon, like how Manon is like, kind of limiting, Idom, because like we know that Idom is like a great player. Like we know that Idom is an amazing player, but like, like something isn't clicking like with the character that's just like causing this like sort of I don't want to say downturn like it's negative, but like, what I'm saying, like it's not the Idom that we're used to seeing, right?
Yeah, I think what it is we're finding against players that he was very competitive with in the previous title, he's not having the same degree of success. He's still absolutely a world-class talent who would be 90% of the players that go up against him, but that remaining 10%, it's just a little bit less competitive than we're used to seeing it be here. Fluxwaves was able to take the dub over JB, which brings us our winners semifinals match. You see before you, Dual Kevin versus Fluxwaves. Bear with us while the names are going to be reversed in a moment, but Fluxwaves fighting as the JP life deficit, but a huge amount of drive gauge advantage, which for JP is kind of more important.
Yeah, Fluxwave's definitely going through Tornado Alley. JP, as you guys know, does play Rashid as well. So now I'm very, very interested to see like the two different type of styles of Rashid's that Fluxwave is playing against and seeing how they differentiate. And right now, Fluxwave is definitely handling it very, very well. Not going to be able to he gets a side switch, but he's still facing the wrong way off that hit.
I have to watch back on the playback because something wonky happened with that portal there. Oh, no, it didn't. I apologize. I misunderstood. Well, in either case, Fluxwaves closes out that first round. I had to detach to double check something on the playback on the Twitch stream.
Here we go, trying to make sure they don't get relegated. Even if Dual Kevin gets, sent full screen, he just has like the tools to make sure that they get like, that they can close the space anytime they want to, right? But with a character like JP, it's still like awfully dangerous when you have things like Departure and you have things like spikes.
Oh my god, that drive rush was so good. Drive rush, delay, standing light kick, empty low, OD Amnesia comes out, Fluxwaves has to jump out, and just like that, Dual Kevin in burnout at the corner. That is the JP win condition.
Yes, sir. In the corner, tick throw not going to hit right here, and it's able to get out, and it's just unfortunate because like you get a momentum-based character like Rashid, and then all of a sudden it's just like, okay, I finally have you right where I want you. I can apply all this pressure I want to, and I can mitigate the risk-reward. But unfortunately, when JP expends Amnesia, it's kind of rough. But here you go. You see it. What are you gonna do about it?
All right. Plus frames finds the throw. We get one more mix-up off the tornado. Overhead connects. Dual Kevin has this advantageous corner position for himself now, but goes for the meaty pressure, really trying to bait out something out of Fluxwaves. Good check on the forward movement.
Yeah, and I like the idea of going for a grab, but Fluxwave ready and went for the empty hop right here. In burnout, you have to be really, really careful.
I think you're dead.
That's rough.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's rough. Ugh.
Had the corner position, had the life lead. Overextended at one bit, and I think there's like an anti-air that got smoked. We've all seen the tweets, right, of like Rashid's anti-airs getting smoked in some weird spots.
Yeah, we've seen
that
the
jumping roundhouse. Yeah, I'm sure Dual Kevin just made that face too. Okay, standing roundhouse punish counter. Oh, what a good jump out by Fluxwaves as Dual Kevin goes to try to full charge the tornado. find the regular throw in the gap, as I think there must have been some sort of belief that we were going to respect the portal. Wake up jabs out of Flux Waves, who's fighting decently well out of the corner. That drive rush is so fast. You were talking about how easily Rashid can just bulldoze back through and try to advance. That was such a great example of it. And there as well, parry on the spike, DR gets the punish counter.
You see, Brad, he has to be really, really careful about how he applies pressure, even from half screen. Because you know, like, he can just close the distance immediately. But Flux Wave's doing a really, really good job right here. Oh, but that last hit not connecting after the pass-through. And here we go. Pressure being applied right here. A little jockeying for position. And, yes, just unrelenting on the drive rush. And waiting for Amnesia, but not getting the full punish off that punish counter. And it's going to get clipped by that level 1. Here we go. But the tornado, you see it. What do you do?
Oh, man.
That's an overhead.
You got to hold that. The overhead does connect. Dual Kevin should have the damage in the back for this, and absolutely does. Game on the board, answering back here against Flux Waves' JP. And it's exactly like you said. That great drive rush, the great mobility Rashid has, goes a long way in helping this go in his favor, even if we do reset to full screen.
Yeah, Flux Waves needs to understand that Dual Kevin is going to be absolutely unrelenting in that offense. So as soon as he feels like it's his turn, he's going to press the advantage as far as he can get it. But good punish counter off the Fierce and Flux Waves, getting the set play started, opting to just move up and get a little bit better positioning. And that's what you want if you're Dual Kevin. Like, if you're Dual Kevin, you want to make sure, like, hey, I have enough space to where JP can respect me, but I want to make sure that I don't get subject to amnesia just like that. Now, full screen with this little health, it's a little bit difficult. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you got away with that. Flux Waves committed to, like, a crouching strong. I think maybe thought it was going to be Eagle Spike. I don't know, but...
The jump out of the corner right there, I figured like a tornado was on the way, man, but unfortunately, not going to find it right here. But OD spinning mixer.
That was a crazy bust out, but good. Placing the spike a little bit farther forward right now is Flux Waves, who understands the threat of those dashes. Now locked down at the corner.
Wow, and that move is actually so good. Oh, a little choreography in the middle right here. Playing towards Dual Kevin's favor right here.
Oh, good jab check by Dual Kevin, who now has the life lead at the right opportunity. Okay, yeah, knockdown right into level 2. That's what I was about to say. You know, the Rashid win condition is on display. Throw, we get, a second throw is going to be enough to do it.
Very, very well done. I love like Dual Kevin and his enders are in Eagle Spike, just because he knows, like, if he's able to confirm in the Eagle Spike, he's able to just push JP so far into the corner. And Flux Waves has to find a way to, like, once he gets that hit, it's like, hey, this is the distance that you want to keep him at. As futile as it may seem, because Dual Kevin has the tools to get in, this is where you want to keep Rashid.
No, absolutely. It's just, I think the difficulty is for JP against a lot of the cast. They need to get, like, closer than half screen before I feel like you need to take some pause. And Rashid at, like, the 2/3 screen distance is already close enough that he can really generate some threat here against Flux Waves. He can maneuver around the mid spike really effectively. Both of them in burnout now. This is to Flux Waves' benefit ever so slightly. Actually, I say slightly, but if Flux Wave selects to spend the level 2 on top of all this chip that's coming out, that could be a really huge deal. Or you might just be
That was
dead.
OD. He's dead. He's
dead. 100%.
Wow.
Lived.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That's rough. Nail biters right here, CasaBunch, ladies and gentlemen.
Delayed jab from Dual Kevin, really trying to find different cadences to try to catch out Flux Waves for something. Oh, the anti-air back throw. Flux Waves in the lead. Okay, parry pump. This is all very telling. It's just, it feels like Dual Kevin is getting a lot of information about Flux Waves' defense, but hasn't found the opportunity to exploit yet.
Right, you see Dual Kevin kind of letting off the gas a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. Good punish counter. Yes, overhead. And this is the offensive train that Dual Kevin was absolutely at the 100% looking for into the corner, but does get the crosscut DP off this, and still just taking him coast to coast, deciding like, hey, if you want to get out of the corner, you still got to pay the fine. And oh my God.
All right, well, we are at set point here for Fluxwave, staring down the barrel of winners finals. Oh, went for the command grab option. OD Amnesia working out this time. And just like that, we get out of the corner. Fluxwave spends the level 2 as well. This is going to do so much drive damage to Dual Kevin. It's big damage here for Fluxwaves, and Dual Kevin at just above a bar of drive gauge. Counter hit starter. Dual Kevin does not want to block in this moment.
Definitely doesn't. Here we go. I was going to say you're reading your last rights at this point. Level 1 on deck, but not going to be necessary.
Didn't even need it?
Fluxwave's going to be moving on to winners finals of CasaBunch, taking out the 2 top dog Rashids in this bracket.
I'm just stuck on, he really got the chance to put that extra level 1 in a backdoor Roth and save, embezzle that shit for next year. That's kind of crazy.
Hey, man. JP said, look, bro, I control all the finances. There is no cost to me, only cost to you. Unbelievable. Fluxwaves kind of played that like the fact that like it's just unfortunate that like for Rashid, like he's so like there are so many characters in this game, right, that are momentum based, right, and so many characters that get so much pressure off their offense, and a character like JP can just stop it like at any time. A character like JP is like, okay, well, you have me in the corner, but I'm gonna make you think about your offensive pressure, because at any given moment I'll just if I feel that there's a gap, I'll just amnesia, and then I'll either get out for free or I'll get a full combo and put you back in the corner. And there's just so many levels to where JP like plays defense to where it makes a person with offensive like pressure just stop completely, and it's wild, man.
and like that's certainly true, and I think this is not me being a JP apologist, but people do need to be conscious of the fact that OD Amnesia has answers. Like there's things that you can do about it. You can't treat it the way you treat every other OD reversal in the game.
I agree.
You have to say you might even say you have to guess twice on an EX reversal.
Yeah.
Never before seen in a Street Fighter, by the way.
But I think on top of the fact that the reversal is just as strong as it is for what it is, it's also on a character archetype where I think historically we're used to seeing them be a little bit weaker defensively.
There we go.
Yeah. I remember I played a JP over there at the last tournament I was in at Low Tier City, and literally I got my offense started as I thought I was going to, and I was like, all right, well, he's been spamming, amnesia. So I read him once, and then he just amnesia'd again, and I'm just like, oh, all right. So yeah, sometimes you do just gotta guess twice, right?
You do.
It is certainly frustrating, but I don't expect that we're gonna see that in our next one, because we have Punk and Psycho queuing in here on the other end of our winners semifinals to figure out who is going to go up and play against Fluxwaves in the $200 pop bonus for this evening's CasaBunch, the Kickback Thursday ladder tournament. And I'm going to be... when was the last time we had Punk on at Casa? It's been a little bit, right?
I think this is a Street Fighter 6 debut.
Really?
Wow, is it? Wow.
Is it really? Oh, wow. Well, in any case, y'all know about Punk. If y'all haven't seen that Street Fighter League clip, y'all should definitely go take a look at that. Because the way this man walks and talks, I mean, you can definitely, the way this man walks, talks, and plays, a well documented case for one of the best players in the country, 100%.
Yeah. Interesting to see the Luke, not the primary character that we see out of Punk, that we most associate with him in 6 so far, but Luke's such a strong character. We've seen the discourse about him online. Has the level 1 available. Hey, you don't need modern controls to do that. You can do it with Classic. Punk demonstrating that, has this corner position so strong against Psycho right now. All of this shit matters.
Yeah, I was gonna say poor Psycho. Like, you don't have that many reversals even with super, but gonna be able to get. Excuse me, my bad. See, and this is what we're talking about in ladders, right? It's like your first reaction is like, oh my goodness, reaction DI. Like he's gonna get it, but he didn't have enough health for it, and Punk gonna be able to get that round. And now corner pressure, Psycho not having a leg to stand on right now, but fighting back, kind of jockeying for position a little bit, and gets hit with the standing fierce.
Right, going for, I think that was supposed to be an empty jump throw setup maybe, but it's not going to work out for them. Psycho is able to get that level 3. Gonna have a fair bit of time here with Punk on the back foot and in burnout, but Punk immediately hitting jab on Psycho's pressure. How far is Psycho willing to push it? Standing medium kick with no, not pushing the issue behind it. Level 2 whiffs, we don't get the whiff punish.
Here we go. Psycho definitely has the swag right now, definitely has the confirmed, but wake up level 1.
Wow.
Finding the gap like that.
I love that from Punk there, because Psycho had already shown, it's like, all right, I'm out of steam, I'm in burnout, I need to close the round, it's Mix City. And so it was just going to be reset after reset after reset. Did not want to play a knockdown situation, so Punk was like, screw it, I'm going to churn.
Yeah, and Punk definitely has the situational awareness. He understands it, like, man, it's last round, like, I'm in the lead right now, like, you're going to have to do something risky as opposed to me. So, like, I'm not really worried right now. I'm going to do whatever I want. And as you can see, literally willing to go into burnout with Luke, and it's just like, man, I'm literally going to do whatever I want until you stop me. Point play period.
And whatever he wants is hitting crouching strong, because I want to highlight, Punk is, for the most part, just hitting crouching strong. I can almost hear him talking about, like, yeah, all I got to do is hit one button. Anti-air coming out from Psycho.
Willing to get the trade right there. Backdashing the grab right here. Trying to get a throw. Good throw escape by Psycho. Psycho trying to just keep him into the corner, but crouching medium punch is definitely on the way. But challenging him on that button right there, and it's going to be able to get that round. Psycho not going out without a fight right here.
Right. Slowing down, playing a little bit more Sandblast here, I think maybe because Psycho's finally found that spot in mid-range where they can compete. So Punk is like, all right, well, I have to represent threat a little bit farther out now, slow you down just enough that I can get back to making you feel like you earned walking into my crouching strong. Good check on the run.
Yeah, we figured like either run or drive rush was going to be one of the options to get in. Teleport being way too risky in that instance. Will get the level 3, and I definitely agree. You do get the buff for the rest of the game, so...
Oh, wow. What an answer from Punk. Jump back strong, air to air off of the OD teleport coming out of Psycho. And doing a great job blocking this all down right now in the corner. Jab check with the level 3 in the back. That's going to put Psycho into burnout. Just like that, Punk may have snatched this round away from Psycho. And this game even has the lead. The question is going to be, what do we do with this burnout?
Here we go. Going to get the cam reload, and Psycho trying to just be careful he doesn't overextend, but yes, wow.
Immediately did exactly that.
Right.
There was this video I was watching yesterday, and it was talking about chess, and the concept it was using was maintaining the tension, and the idea being that, like, sometimes you have that clench moment, and being the person that decides they'll let the other guy do it is sometimes a really powerful spot to be in.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Psycho
100%.
cracked there.
Yes. Definitely Punk putting the mind game like in his favor, because he's just like, yo, like, I want you to think you have control, but in reality you really don't. And Punk is showing that in spades right now. We said that we needed to get this done before maintenance, and Punk is like looking at the clock like, hey, don't worry, Casa, I got y'all. Good with punish.
And a little bit of mid-range there, backing off. Psycho really using that low medium kick, but every single run from Psycho has been checked.
Yep, go ahead and go into level 3. Give me that burnout.
Huge. This is a great spot to be in. Psycho's gonna have a level 3 of their own in short order. Oh, please. I was ready for a third one.
This man chipped him with the overhead from so far away. I mean, level 3, sure, Psycho, but I mean, it's guess for game at this point. Even though you got this buff, so what's the move here?
Throw tech, OD Sandblast. You might okay. Being out of burnout here is actually huge for Psycho. They can maybe make this happen. Oh, has the counter DI, but they don't have enough life. It's the same trap that cost them game 1. Just like that, Punk is going to win 3-0. Very respectful of everyone's time this evening. Here you can watch that stressful situation as Psycho just barely managed to get out of burnout and try to bring this back into their favor.
Bro, these reversal DI situations, they just, I guess wrong every time. Like, I guess wrong every time, man. Like, I'm thinking, like, there's hope, and then it's just, like, either they perish or the other side perishes. Like, it's just rough, you know what I'm saying? So, but we said that we wanted tonight done very fast, and all of a sudden, our winners finals is set between Flux Waves and Punk, and if Punk goes on that crazy of an offensive train against Flux Waves might have some problems.
Yeah, you are not wrong. Updates from the losers bracket, which is running in the background because, again, obviously we're trying to make sure that we get through this before Costume 3 goes live. Dual Kevin should already be playing against Alex Smith off stream. JB now plays against Psycho after the result of that one. JB actually took it 3-2 over IDOM. So IDOM out at 7th. As well as Complex, who I think had to DQ for some, had to help a relative or something, is what it's looking like. Yeah. But yeah, that's the evening. You were talking about the DI reactions. There's something that's come up so much tonight, and the fact that Punk has now done it 2 or 3 times, I would be curious to ask him if it's deliberate. The muscle memory of so many people is to just slam counter DI no matter what, because it's such a huge part of the game.
Right.
But look at how the strongest players, the second you can't eat a counter DI, you see that they play for DI every time. Okay, Aki mirrors for our winners finals.
You know, and I love it when they just elect, like, hey, we're just gonna put on a good show. You know what I'm saying? Like, these 2 characters, we don't see like too much of them, right? Since they're like, we don't see too much of them, but like, the fact that we see him here tonight in Casa is just like, yo, like, especially in winners finals with 2 players that don't traditionally play Aki, is just like, it's a treat. It's very nice to watch.
Yeah, I do think Flux Waves has messed around with Aki, I want to say, but and I'm sure Punk has played most of the roster, and so I can see them, you know, trying to explore with this. We're gonna have to see. Okay, how much damage do we have in the bank? Set up the trap.
Yeah, so clearly Flux Waves having a little bit more experience with this character than others, and Punk trying to find their way. I found their way out of the poison, able to get the drive rush overhead, and is gonna get the level 2, and now 1.
Oh man.
Oh man. Okay.
Flux Wave still secures it. Yeah, that level 2, it feels like it's missing one last spike of damage at the end. Every time I see it, I'm like, and then the boom, and there's no boom.
Right. Here we go, throwing poison, trying to establish some positioning.
Okay. Parry pump into drive rush works out for the better here for Flux Waves as it catches out Punk, overextending it just a hair. Punk having that poison stock applied now, but is on the back foot in terms of drive gauge, and now gets level 3'd by Flux Waves, who obviously did not have to spend any of that bar to secure that previous round. It's a real strong spot to be in for Flux Waves. Drive rush in, because we know we want to make sure that Punk keeps blocking. Air to air works out. Any touch ought to do it. Gets the counter, and the first game is on the board for Flux Waves.
And Punk just going to go ahead and let it rock. He's like, you know what, man? We're just having fun. We're just a couple of people having fun with Aki, but Flux Wave showing the proficiency of the character in big ways. 2 counter hits, and then the poison just stacking up here. And I like the slither into the attempted grab here, but Punk finally putting them in the corner right here.
Finding the air-to-air once again, then is Punk. I think that's another one of the difficulties of Aki. It feels like there's some of these spots where it looks like they really have to rely on, you know, not getting as much anti-air damage as they might like. Throw loop pressure, still going to work out great, and if you give Punk a good throw game, that's going to matter a whole lot.
Definitely. We go getting poison established the long way, and more poison being applied. Flux waves.
Okay. Oh, that
my!
Jump in hit meaty,
Wow,
but
that jump in
still
was crazy.
All right. I don't know if that was a reset attempt or if the combo just didn't quite work, but Punk has one more drive rush in the back. That's a game on the board now for Punk, even without the missing damage that I keep wanting to see. That still is going to be enough as we are one game apiece. I'm going to remind everybody that this is our winners finals.
This is our winners finals, ladies and gentlemen, and two high-level competitors with two very unconventional characters. But hey, you know, it's all entertainment over here at CasaBunch.
Right.
Ouch.
Drive rush forward. Okay. What I'm seeing right now is it seems like Punk has the better mid-range game of the two of them. But I think Flux Waves is doing a slightly better job of using the tools of the character, if that makes sense. Like, Punk is winning by just playing a fundamental game, and Flux Waves is representing the character and some of their trickier stuff a little bit more. Once again, like I said, Punk forcing the DI issue in a spot where Flux Waves can't use any of their usual tricks to try to beat it.
Yeah, Flux Waves is clearly representing a poison game way better than Punk is, but Punk is just rushing him down.
Oh, and I think the poison mechanic just doesn't matter as much as you would hope. It gives her extensions, it gives her cool damage, but I think there's just something about it that it doesn't feel as fully realized as some of the other unique mechanics for some of the rest of the roster. I think if the poison mechanic gets touched a little bit, it could go a long way to making this character feel better to use. Flux Waves does get the DI in that little shimmy situation. That's such a hard call. Oh, but Punk actually was in the same life situation. Punk wouldn't have been able to counter DI either.
Yeah. Here we go. Good whip punish coming out from Punk. Here we go. Still keeping him at bay right here.
Big jump in. Flux Waves spending a lot of their resources. Yeah, not getting away with any of their own anti-airs. And Aki's jump ins are pretty good. That jump fierce is a really good button.
Oh, yeah. Wow, opting to stop the pressure right there for the throw. And level 3 on deck for Punk. Level CA on deck for Flux Waves.
It's pretty close. OD Poison Ball out of Flux Waves to force the issue. Puts Punk into burnout, but like you're kind of low-key scared, right? Oh, the level 2 comes out because it is an anti-fireball tool. I was giving Flux Waves credit for using the character better, but Punk catching out Flux Waves. How dare you forget one of the tools of the character we are playing.
Great presence of mind right there by Punk, and now a 2-1 lead. Great anti-air right there by Flux Waves, and like I said, poison not really mattering, which I do have, you know, statement about that. But right now, Punk definitely in the lead currently. The poison working its magic, and Flux Waves just answering back immediately. The meaty counter hit now into the corner. Wow, but I think accidentally overshot that jump. Get thrown to the corner right there. The shimmy, not going to be able to punish that throw right there, that whiff throw. But Punk right now on the back foot, but Flux Waves, I was going to say, was definitely looking to be in the lead, but now Punk looking in really, really great position to take this set and get into grand finals.
Yeah, that was a really good sequence of choices there out of Punk as well, in a spot where it's like, yep, you want to counter DI out of the corner. You also know that I can't live through a DI, so I think you're going to force that issue, and then playing in a way to blow them up for it. Now, Flux Waves actually has a whole bunch of momentum going right now. Wanted for the command grab for the first time so far in this set, and it's like it's back thrown to the corner. Overhead starter now for Punk. We do get the OD slither out of the corner. I think there was a throw attempt from Punk, but it must have been just a hair too late.
Wow, one of the first times that overhead was blocked. There's a lot of blocking going on. Burnout for both, but that chip damage gonna play really, really well for Flux Waves right here. And now, final round. Punk looking to finally looking to make their way into grands.
Okay, getting the party started here. is Punk still has 3 bars, now in that throw loop situation in the corner. Blows up the OD slither that we'd already seen represented from Flux Waves. Good check on the DR by Flux Waves. This is a hugely important equalizing opportunity for them. Get the drive gauges a little bit closer to the same.
Here we go. So we got Punk level 3 available. So first available hit, definitely going to be looking to cash out big time. But Flux Waves taking him to the limit right here. Good throw escape.
Here's the thing though, now Punk is at CA range, so this is one touch, but oh no, Flux Waves didn't have anything else in the tank behind that drive rush, so Punk is going to be able to cash this one out into the CA, and that ought to be enough to do it.
Oh my. That is quite a cinematic. And almost got pump faked right there by the Will It Kill critical art, but Punk going to be able to take that 3-1. In that instance, and as many of us probably expected, I mean, we got a grand finals Punk waiting on the winner of who comes out of losers.
Yeah, that could have been so close to a better winnable situation there for Flux Waves. Had that errant poke out of the drive rush, and then I think they just weren't prepared to get anything off of it, or maybe hoped that putting it into a scrambly situation there would do more for them. But
right.
I mean, Punk was just too ready to pull the trigger and check you at the soonest opportunity, smelled the blood in the water. And updates from the loser side of the bracket, JB has beaten Psycho, and if I am reading the chat correctly, it looks like, yes, Dual Kevin beat Alex Smith. I will remind all of you that our players are playing for over $200 tonight because of the pot bonus that was put into the bracket, but there is more money available. All you have to do is go and claim those codes. Yes, I offer to you money from the ether, the internet. It's not on the blockchain. It doesn't need to be. It is money from nothing. This is a philosopher's stone of resources for the fighting game community. All you need to do is claim those codes, and that's just like magic. It disappears if you don't use it. So please go and do that. We only have a few short matches left this evening.
Yeah, this has gone very, very well, especially with the kickback. Shouts out to Spaceboy also for making for giving us a little insight onto his mind and how he plays, and also for a very entertaining attempt into making it into top 8 as well, which is crazy because at 6 losses, if he had won 3 more, if he was able to queue up like 3 or 4 more and win those 3 out of the 4, he probably would have been in the same situation as Alex Smith. You know what I'm saying? And getting in at but I mean, there's another time. I mean, he'll have another opportunity in ladders, as you know, it's a ladder every Thursday for Casa House. So make sure y'all come through, man. And especially the kickback, man. We love interviewing the up and coming talent. We love interviewing the people who, you know, getting a better insight into how they play these games and how their fighting game minds work. So it's really, really nice to have guests on the show, and very, very nice to be commentating with the Gamers 8, Brad Muse, the God.
Tell me how you before you even got there. I was like, you're gonna do it, aren't you? Like,
I have to do at least one time a tournament, bro. Especially since we're going so fast. Like, we're already in grands, already in loser semifinals. Dual Kevin versus JB. That must be a humdinger of a hootenanny. 2 Rashid.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much.
Hootenanny. Damn.
You know I'm from Texas. But in any case, loser semifinals coming up. We got the Rashid mirrors, and I honestly can't say which way this is gonna go, because Dual Kevin, he was on a heater until he played Flux. So I'm very interested to see, like, you know, how offensive can this Rashid really get.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. Dual Kevin, apologies once again, the names are reversed. Yep, Doctor's already on it. I was going to say we didn't really get the chance to see JB this evening, but Dual Kevin already looking to try to be the aggressor, but on the back foot, and JB gets this first knockdown in the corner. Parry pump on wake up from Dual Kevin. That's pretty telling.
Here we go. Oh. And both of these guys kind of playing, well, I mean, this is how you play mirrors usually, is like, hey, we're just going to play pensive. We know what, you know, the gameplay, excuse me, we know what the game plan of each other is in a sense, but right now it's really going to hinge on like who really gets that lead first, because they know what the defensive choices are. And Dual Kevin right now in the lead right here, and JB, excuse me, Dual Kevin not in the lead right now. JB though making a case.
That's the other difficulty with mirrors. It takes you a little bit to remember which color is which. The level 1 is not going to be enough to do it, as JB is in burnout, but has the life lead. Dual Kevin needs to press the issue to try to make something happen. Blocks the overhead, gets the plus frames off of these strongs. Now JB is in a tough spot. Level 2 comes out. You may have lost this by putting yourself into burnout. You can only deal with so much chip.
Right, definitely there's some, oh yeah, I was going to say a wake up might be imminent from JB, and as I say that OD spinning mixture just to try to bust out, and you have to represent it, just because it's like you have to represent it at some point, and unfortunately just not working out right there for JB. And Dual Kevin, the fundamentals coming into play, the slow overhead being perfect parried, an immediate eagle spike into level 2.
Yep, and now we've got a little bit more lockdown here. You can tell JB specifically picked those offensive options to try to push Dual Kevin closer to burnout. So that was actually super smart from Dual Kevin to pepper some parries in there just to keep the drive gauge a little bit higher. Jumps out of the corner. You'll take that trade. Now you have the corner advantage, and you're starting to pester JB for it.
Yeah, I love the idea of just jumping out of the corner, no button to be represented there, just because he was just like, look, I'm literally playing for positioning at this point. We know what we want. Here we go. JB, good offense.
That secures the round. This is so explosive, and like you had talking about the nature of mirrors, right? Like there's some mirrors where, you know, you end up with like this really balanced air quotes situation, but then there's others where it's like they just end up super scrambly and super bulldozy. Like these characters both play so high speed. They're so good at snowballing their options. But their counter pokes are really good too, so the mid-range still stays competitive the whole time.
Wow, that was, yeah, because that I felt like that tornado, and I felt like the cyclone was like on its way, but able to be off screen long enough for it to just dissipate. And JB on the bad end right here in the corner, and burnout, bad positioning, and understands that the DI is going to be a thing and goes for the level 1 reversal instead.
But this is still scary because you can't block, and indeed he doesn't block his toes, and Dual Kevin is able to secure the game. So explosive.
Go spike.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that was game 2, right? This is 1-1, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
There's no way.
It's going by so fast.
Chat. Double check.
Anyway, as JB is losing more and more space, but you sets up a great whiff punish, and Dual Kevin busting out with these OD spinning mixers a little bit too much. JB has that read for it. Jab trade off the overhead. Wow, little spacing trap, so smart from JB, and that's one of those spots that only really happens because it's a mirror and you're so familiar with the character. But so there's all of these weird spots where like micro walk back jab, or even just sticking a jab out in these weirder spots. JB is getting those, and it's making a difference.
Here we go, Dual Kevin pushing to the corner. That overhead a little too slow, but the OD bust out being able to do its job. Return back to neutral in the middle, and JB and Dual Kevin big time just going for positioning right here, going for pokes, and waiting for a moment like this to confirm back into the corner. The eagle spike going to pay big dividends. Here we go, and level 2 is on deck for both of them, so a knockdown into level 2 might be imminent right here for Dual Kevin to try to seal this game, but it's not going to be necessary. The counter hit into the next round, final round opportunity for both players.
Yeah, this is looking great, and it seems like Dual Kevin is doing a slightly better job at keeping these offensive sequences going for him. I feel like when he gets the momentum, he keeps it just a hair longer. Smart up back parry, and we get the punish on the JB trying to press the issue after, and now Dual Kevin firmly in the driver's seat with this lockdown. No, jumps out here, does JB? What's he gonna choose to spend? Knockdown right into the level 2 of his own. How do you like the situation? It's a rerun.
Right, and putting him in the middle, yes, making him go for the drive reversal, make you burn more meter, into the corner right here, off the OTG. Another throw. JB, the full offense coming into fruition right here. You do have level 1 in the back. Ow.
Okay. Well, and as Doctor confirmed, because he did double check the VOD on our YouTube simulcast, yes, 1 game apiece now. Super back and forth so far. A little bit too shallow there, but it feels like it's so hard to counterpoke a lot of the better options of Rashid, right? Like, it feels like standing roundhouse and maybe like Fierce are the worst defenders, but there's so many of these mid-range pokes that just seem like they're a little bit harder to answer.
Yeah, I agree, Brad. And you see that, like, both of them are kind of just playing a little bit more pensive, kind of trying to react on what each other is doing right here, and they're just like going for the lowest commitment possible. And like you see, like, really, like, neither of them are going to be at great risk until one of them gets in the burnout. Like,
huge there for JB on the big read to blow up the tornado. We have the level 1 in the back, and it will be enough as JB secures the first round here in game 3.
Yeah, and another caveat I was going to mention was actually jumping over projectiles, and but you know, those projectiles for Rashid are just so hard to like navigate sometimes, but able to get the right angle right there. The back dash on the throw, not going to be found right here. And offensive tirade coming out from Dual Kevin, trying to get pushed into the center stage, but JB going to be able to push them back into the corner. Burnout approaching and tries to fly, but nothing going to be found here.
I think the problem was he lingered a little bit too long. He must have been taxiing outside the airport for a little bit, waiting for the chance to land. Dual Kevin starting to press the issue, has that level 2, and this is once again huge. JB gonna be, oh my god, what a back throw, nullifies the level 2. So smart. Okay, just barely doesn't, but this is still great having maneuvered around that, and JB's able to secure the lead. That was the big equalizer that Dual Kevin really needed.
Here we go, and that is great. That play was excellent. Like, literally just having the presence of mind to be like, you know what, we really been just putting these tornadoes at safe distances, but neither of us have had the opportunity to deal with the tornado as defensively as we wanted, and that throw was absolutely perfect. Into the corner goes JB, but JB right now up 2-1, trying to get into losers finals.
Yeah, but getting thoroughly mauled in the corner right now. Throw number 3. No, it was not. Goes for the strong that time and secures a perfect for themselves. That's a Street Fighter 6 round. Sometimes those happen, and you know that JB is not going to be shook. But what a check from Dual Kevin.
Yep, Dual Kevin getting put in the corner, but JB, yes, the presence of mind to parry right there instead of trying to block right here. Blocking, and then the tornado, you're gonna get hit by it, but still in the corner. Dual Kevin, the offense, the throw, counter hit.
Yeah, I feel like throw needs to be an option that you're representing a lot here, because you know JB wants to parry and try to cheat some of that drive gauge back. JB is able to maneuver their way out of the corner. Only a slight life deficit for him now in this round. Drive gauge still a problem. Hold on to that parry just long enough to earn that drive gauge back. And has level 2. This is still super doable. Never mind. Clipped by a low forward. We are going to a game 5. We were trying to... Tell me how we're speedrunning every other set here of our top 8. But the Rashid mirror is the one that goes the distance.
And even though it's gone the distance, it's still... This has been a pretty fast 5-game set. And now, all of a sudden, these guys being as competitive as they can be, trying to get in the losers finals and going blow for blow right here. And Dual Kevin, wow, the feint into the side switch into the corner right here, clipping him out of the air.
Okay, even throws out the tornado there, so catches the jump back. Dual Kevin pretty low on drive, but this is such a strong spot to be in. You can afford to slow this down a hair if you end up in a rough situation. Throw a third time? No, it's the exact same thing. Throw strong. Dual Kevin didn't even get counter hit, it looked like there, so I don't know what he did. Or I'm sorry, JB didn't get counter hit.
Don't worry, I got confused too. It's fine.
They're even both blue. They didn't make it that much easier for us.
Right. So here we go. Speaking of not being easy, tornado into the corner right here, and JB trying to make a case for a final game in this 5-game set. But the bust out from Dual Kevin, and here it is. You see it. Do something about this.
Okay. Drive reversal to try to nullify the level 2, but it's still on there. Dual Kevin has the drive gauge advantage, has this corner position, hugely important, still has a bar. 80 pressure, counter hit, a little bit too far away to get any continued pressure off of it, but we find the anti-air off of the up back. So scary, dash and throw. Oh, went for the shimmy this time, but JB was actually playing layer 3 at the same time, but the reversal mixer out of Dual Kevin is going to be enough to do it, and he is going to earn the chance to move on and play against Fluxwaves in our losers finals, rounding out our top 3 with Punk waiting on the winner's side of Grand, just able to keep in the pocket of that momentum, just a hair better than JB.
Yeah, even though Fluxwaves is in losers, he's definitely going to have to go through Tornado Alley to try to get to grand finals. But we are going to get the conclusion of the tournament very, very soon. We got losers finals coming up next, but we're going to go to a very, very quick ad break in a little bit. So y'all keep it locked on YouTube, Twitch. We will be right back.
Okay.
What's going on, YouTube and Twitch? Welcome back to the Kickback, also to Casa, where we have losers finals for our Street Fighter 6 tournament top 8 tonight. We have been through a who's of players tonight for sure. We've had Punk, we've had Alex Smith, we've had Only Complex, Psycho, JB, Fluxwaves, Dual Kevin, and Idom, but it's finally come to the top 3 to see who's going to visit Punk in that grand final spot. I'm looking right here at the bracket. We got Fluxwaves versus Dual Kevin in losers finals coming up next, and it's a run back from our winners semifinals where Fluxwaves won 3-1, but maybe the adjustments have been made and Dual Kevin can meet grand finals with Punk.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I was going to say, I saw over in the chat that we organized the tournament in that Fluxwaves was like, hey, we need a blind pick. Because I think maybe anticipating the possibility of a counter pick, was sitting on Aki and then made the switch back over to JP after Dual Kevin confirmed they were going to be running the Rashid. I imagine this is the matchup that they would have played in the winner's side.
Right.
But Fluxwaves took that 3-1, and right now Dual Kevin is off to a really strong start. Also coming in on the hot seat, having played through this losers run so far, right? So definitely looking really strong right now.
Wow, and I think Amnesia was actually pressed right there, but I didn't think it came out in time. And right now, okay, very, very good pair. We have to halt this momentum that we know that that Rashid is known for right here. The drive rush from both, the trade, and the fireball off the trade as well in Dual Kevin. Now, before we get, you know what I'm saying, before I get hot on Dual Kevin's offense, right? It's This is kind of how it started in the winter semi set, right? And then
That's fair.
Flux Waves definitely woke up.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Okay, we are seeing Flux Waves going with these low pokes, really blowing up Dual Kevin for trying to press the issue and move out of the corner. Okay, closing in a lot of that space with the empowered tornado, but big jump in gonna work out pretty well here for Dual Kevin, who once again chooses not to use the level 2 in that spot. Spinning mixer. I wonder, is there a reason that he's more selective with the level 2 against JP?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. Now JP does have a way to get out. He can definitely use Departure, but it's just like, you know, if you have it, why not spend it? But hey, better minds than I. I don't know what that was, but okay, here we go, level 2. Wow, and tried to challenge it, but wasn't able to get there in time, and Flux Wave's gonna be able to take that round.
Yeah, what had actually happened there was you could see Flux Waves was churning level 2 the whole time. Or it was churning something the whole time. And so the second he saw the light flash green, he just let go of the level 2. Dual Kevin with the corner position going for him right now, as well as Flux Waves on the back foot in terms of drive gauge. This extended pressure really matters. And Roundhouse connects. Okay. Oh my god, what an answer.
Yeah, very good reactions on that. Here we go, overhead.
That's worked like every time.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. There's a lot of mental stack happening in the corner right here. And then also tornado. So it's rough. It's difficult. Here we go. Decent defense, gonna get the knockdown though. Flux Waves ready to get that offense started. And Dual Kevin, here we go. I was gonna say the offense cooking a little bit, and all of a sudden Amnesia. Now you're in the corner as well, but not being afraid to answer back, man. What else? Love the hop back.
Oh my god.
Wow, gonna be able to put him in burnout right here, and this is kind of where you want JP, right? Wow.
I mean, you know what? If you can have a JP in the corner who just has to take what you're giving him, that's absolutely what you want.
Now, one of the first times we've seen command grab represented, and that being jumped over, and Dual Kevin definitely faring way, way better than he did in the last match that they played. And Flux with that
round.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh my god, the punish counter started, but wasn't ready with the drive rush behind the median kick. We do set out the level 2. Flux Waves gets away with parrying most of it, so we really only get a throw for all that. Oh my god. The level 3 whips though!
Oh no. Like, you don't have the damage to, you know, cash in on the supers, but you still have the tools to keep Rashid out. So here we go. Level 2
coming out once again, and Flux Waves so locked down in the corner, so many plus frames. That was just to force all this burnout. Flux Waves has nothing that he can use to stymie that. No super in the tank. It was checkmate. Dual Kevin up 2-0.
And that's the fear, right? When you stare down that level 2, it's just like, what resources are you really going to burn to try to get out of here? And if you don't have any resources, what are you going to do to get out? And that's kind of like where Flux Waves was at. And now Dual Kevin, a 2-0 on Flux Waves right now.
Okay. Oh my god, the drive rush through and manages to completely bypass the ghost coming out in the first place. Jump in just shy of being close enough, but this corner position is exactly what Dual Kevin is looking for. Take off with the low short.
Here we go. And it eventually had to happen, right? Amnesia, not going to get anything off of it, but very, very happy to just be out of the corner. Drive gauge, not looking too good on Dual Kevin's side, but Flux Waves in a very, very optimal position, especially in the corner as JP, and just playing it safe. Here we go. Good air to air and trying to just keep him like at that mid range to full screen distance.
What's good here is Dual Kevin even found a space in a situation where he was able to choose to slow the game down. Now with the life deficit, you're not afforded that same opportunity. Oh, nice pickup with the low forward right into the level 2. What's FluxWaves' answer going to be? Wakes up parrying.
Here we go. Good throw. Wow, and he kicks a tornado, right? He's going to hit. No, he
has the chance to parry?
No,
wait, it's still active? Are you kidding me? Wait, what?
Hey. JP said it's all a part of the plan. Just how I drew it up. I thought he was going to get hit by the tornado, but the buffer for that parry must have been... the buffer for that parry was incredible. Because he literally was like, yeah.
I thought once he had to block, I forgot the level 2 would stay on the screen. FluxWaves with the wake up reversal level 1. Dual Kevin is sent back to full screen. That's such a heartbreaker. Teleport at the far position. Oh, that's a punish counter pickup too.
Got punished? He was just in the correct range where she was going to jump back, but now punish counter, and you're in burnout against JP in the corner.
Level
you're getting
2,
the cane, the ghost, level 2. Let me snap my fingers. Maybe you should do your stab. Maybe you'll get out of here. No. Going to be able to get meter back.
Oh,
and patiently waiting right here is Dual Kevin. 2 bars of super on deck. But that's rough. The overhead. And JP going to be able to get that first game on the board. FluxWaves with the resilience.
I got to hand it to Dual Kevin. That defense in that spot was really good. You're at the corner in burnout against JP, who has 2 bars. I was fully prepared for that to be checkmate.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Something appears to have happened.
Right.
Are we... Maybe Dual Kevin is going for a character switch like they had talked about the possibility of. Maybe it's like, all right, I'll pull out the 11th hour switch.
I think Flux had a bit of an issue because his thing left the lobby. So hopefully it's just like a little bit of a crash and we can get them right back in. Yep, there they go. So they're right back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right,
so we'll be hopping right back in the game in a second.
My heart.
Huh?
My heart.
You were worried we were getting
Oh god.
I thought he was that system maintenance. Oh man, for all intents and purposes, you did it. You know what I'm saying? The tournament is gonna, end before that time, bro. You did it. Congratulations.
Man, just shut the hell up.
Congratulations. you did it, Bunch.
It is 2-1 here in our losers finals, and Dual Kevin off to the races to try to clinch this one out. Double shimmy. FluxWaves counter pokes through it.
Here we go. Loving the patience, and yeah, we knew it. We knew the bomb was going to detonate sooner or later, and here we go. Yes, closing the distance, quick, fast, and in a hurry, getting him in the corner. Another throw into the corner. Dual Kevin, another throw. Do you wait for amnesia? No, goes for the projectile, but gets hit by amnesia anyway. It gets a follow-up.
I was about to say, I'm like, he better not get anything else off of that. But still at a life deficit. Dual Kevin in a decent enough spot to try to catch this. Okay, low forward connects. We don't get much off of it. But as long as Dual Kevin doesn't overextend here, this is fine. I mean, you can just full parry whatever FluxWaves wants to do for 40 seconds if you feel so inclined.
Yeah,
the problem is exactly that. FluxWaves is going to start pump faking, and Dual Kevin's going to put himself into burnout.
There you go, opting to just get at least something started, right? Because Dual Kevin is like, man, going the distance with JP, especially like when he's like, when I have to take gambles on my drive gauge, is not a really good look. But this is a good look right here.
Overhead connects. The tornado isn't close enough to get them anything for it. Oh, punish counter jump in roundhouse as FluxWaves gets caught out, teching in that spot. It's been throw so much.
Where'd your health go? Good lord. Are you serious right now? Dual Kevin, applying the pressure. Keeping the mix.
Oh my god.
A perfect KO, Dual Kevin. He says, look, man, I remember that 3-1 that you gave me in winter semi, so here's a little of that sauce back.
Yo, let's watch this shots back on the replay, right? The bob and weave that came at the end there was absolutely insane. Okay, goes for the mix-up options, gets the throw off of the OD amnesia. This is looking great, right? Shimmy, press the issue, and then you end the replay before I get to the part that I wanted to talk about. Thanks so much, Doctor.
That was the end of the replay. That's how time works, Brad. It only does so much.
I hate you. The cool part was right after you ended it.
I was ready for the analysis, but I mean it's whatever, man. But yeah, grand finals.
Are you mad that you missed that last bit of the match? Don't worry, just go to our YouTube and watch the VOD when it's up.
It's very true. A+ product placement. Very, very well done. Very well done.
Our grand finals now beginning. Punk on the winner's side, and Dual Kevin having made it all the way up. Punk on the Ken? Okay.
You know, Punk, Inspector Gadget of Street Fighter, bro. He just massive trench coat face, right?
I mean, he plays the roster, right? I think Punk is a player who figured out the way that he plays the game, figures out the way that works into the engine, and then just, at that point, is applying the formula to different tool sets.
Oh, you might want to do some...
absolutely running away with this right now, though.
Oh, yeah.
Level 1?
You're gone. Oh, yeah, Punk.
Jesus.
You might want to... I'm glad you found the equation. You definitely might want to check your math on that one, though, buddy, because definitely a perfect victory on Dual Kevin's side. And okay, here you go. Now you're awake. That's good. That's good. Here we go. Useful stuff like the whiffed fierce into throw. Yep, trying to get the target combo here off that whiff. Not going to be able to find anything, though, but hey, Dual Kevin in the corner against Ken and trying to leap over the fireball. He barely mistimed it.
I think the read was that it was going to be a different range of fireball, but Dual Kevin went for a really shallow arc that covered that space really well. Okay. Light confirms, and now Punk in a great spot. Parry into drive reversal. That's not a bad answer to dealing with Dragon Lash if you're not able to react to it in time. Or if you go for the parry pump and you don't get it, you just know you didn't give them plus frames at least. Punk with the pickup off the low forward. Oh no, doesn't want to commit any bar to it.
Yep. You gotta be careful about those tornado projectiles because it leads up to an eagle spike. Literally, you can go. But hey, the jumping fierce. Very, very good button from Ken. And now Punk, the punish counter off the throw. And the bust out from Dual Kevin. Here we go.
Okay. Level 2, great spot for Dual Kevin to be in. I mean, you didn't want to overcommit in the last round, but you know you have to leave it all on the table here. Unfortunately, in Burnout, Punk gets out of the corner. This is such a great spot for Punk. This might all get away from Dual Kevin off of this spot. It all depends on how Punk is able to keep this lockdown. Has tons in the tank to be able to close this. Are you dead off this level 3 though? I think just barely, not quite. If this was CA, you might. Wow.
I was gonna say that, you know, Brad, for every time that you've called out Ken CA or Ken's level 3, it's just like like you said, it always does more damage than you think. And honestly, it's like whenever Ken does level 3. Like, I'm just like, all right, he has to be dead.
I'm gonna keep it real. I watched that and I was truly like, this might kill, but I really hope it doesn't because this feels like it really shouldn't.
Hey, Ken got that anger. Yeah, I want my family back type anger, like type deal. You know what I'm saying? Dual Kevin though. Where's your health?
Oh my god. Into the overhead. The whiff punish game out of Punk, the spacing trap game has been really good. But then in the middle of all of that, I think he's also bringing in a lot of, like, I'm going to say cute, weird options that are just keeping Dual Kevin on the back foot. Punk is Ken is already so good at just really filling the mental stack with all the stuff you have to worry about. And then Punk is bringing out this unorthodox shit. And you're like, I'm already worried enough about all the actual stuff he does.
Punk forced the issue a little bit. Almost even between the two competitors. And here we go. I was going to say a little offensive tirade into the corner. He's alive. All right, he's alive. Guaranteed. I don't think this does that much, though. He's alive. There we go. So Punk, definitely big time in the lead. Not going to be able to get the throw here. Dual Kevin I don't know what that was, but yeah, Dual Kevin definitely gonna have to make it worth it here, and he does with the CA. CA is so cool. Rarely get to see it. 4K 60 FPS. It was a good camera. Expending all 3 bars for that. Now, Dual Kevin have an opportunity here to even up the set.
All right. Has Punk in the corner now, just going to try to keep this stuff going. Punk hasn't really been too wild defensively so far in this set. I think it's been the really methodical stuff that we're used to seeing from him. It's just been, you know, interesting how he's choosing to place his mid-range pokes. DI through, what a read on knowing that the tornado was going to come at that range.
Yeah, he caught it at like the edge of that thing too. Like I didn't expect that to hit. Here we go. But Punk on the back foot right here. Dual Kevin, even though in burnout, in really, really good position, trying to take the game right here. Does have level 1 on deck, but now has level 2. But here comes Punk.
And I mean, Punk, oh, what? I wonder if that was deliberate. Withstand Fierce into DI, because Dual Kevin's not going to be thinking to try to bust something out after Withstand Fierce. That's like when throws were plus on whiff in 5. Like, that's what we just witnessed.
Here we go. Final game for Punk, if he's able to seal it out. But Dual Kevin does have a quite amount in the climb if he can do it. But little tick throws into the corner right here. Calling out the heavy Jinrai kick, but the OD bust out from Dual Kevin. Dual Kevin already at half health and using and forcing to use all of his resources defensively just to get himself back into neutral.
Yeah, in all these spots, I mean, Punk is really, for all of these characters he's picking so far tonight, it's really limiting it down to like, my neutral game is going to be like just 2, maybe 3 moves, and I'm just going to keep it that simple. And for Ken, it's been a shitload of stand fears. You can't fault them for it. We do get the cross-cut anti-air from Dual Kevin. Kind of rare that you see that on Rashid. Okay, I wonder if that was supposed to be a combo. We didn't quite get it. How much is Punk going to commit? Spend the level 2? No, goes for a side switch, and that throw is not quite going to do it.
Here we go. Going to be able to get the level 2 off this? Yes, sir.
How do you bet?
Challenge this? Okay, no. Is it going to be able to get the overhead? Dual Kevin.
What I was going to say is, I was like, what's really scary about this is with how little life Dual Kevin has. If Punk commits to the reversal level 2, you do like actually need to worry about that. But Punk was willing to block a lot of that out and tried to trust his defense. Fierce whiff into Fierce. It's again.
Here we go. Going to be a lot of damage on this side. Good Lord Almighty. Okay, here we go. Into the corner he goes and is able to get like the drive runs standing light, I believe. Here we go. And that is the 3rd time we've seen him eagle spike and that literally get punished off of a drive rush.
Okay, Dual Kevin tries to force the issue out of the corner with the DI when Punk doesn't have the resources to do anything about it. But Punk has such a strong life lead right now. I feel like it's going to be really hard pressed for Dual Kevin to get anything. Jab check does it, and it is tournament point for Punk.
Yep, getting punished big time, and that marks number 4. And Eagle Spike, when it gets hit on block, even from the furthest possible option, might not be a good pick. Here we go. Punishing the negative frames on that, punishing the recovery on that.
It's so close to burnout, and once again, this is scary. Okay. Level 2? Yes, indeed.
Here we go, and is willing to just sit here and try to parry everything else, but the punish counter. Tornado dissipates, so I was going to say an opportunity, but great presence of mind to anti-air right there. Dual Kevin.
Yeah,
now, here we go.
Staving off the 3-0, thankfully. Okay, a little bit too far away for that whiff punish target combo there. I think there's like when we watched the Aki, right? I think there's like elements of the optimization of the character that we're not necessarily seeing, but that comes with time and a lot of dedicated practice. And Punk has always been someone who, like I said, figures out the play style and finds the version of that on the character that he picks, and then plays, can just bring out any character and make them work. Oh, didn't even need the drive gauge because you were so close to the corner. Dual Kevin thought maybe they could get away with that range, I think, but absolutely not.
Wow, calling out the spin on the tornado. Wow, and just standing there, daring him to do something is what it looks like, right?
Well, he dared, and Dual Kevin double dared with the OD mixer trying to make their way out. But, I mean, Punk can afford to gamble with his life in that spot.
Yes, I agree.
Tournament point once again. Starting here for Dual Kevin decently, but Punk finds a smart backdash to reset back to neutral.
Here we go. Good offensive series right here from Dual Kevin, and getting punish counter with the light kick. Just be like, just get up off it, man. We've had enough of that. Here we go. Into the corner. Just the Ken offense didn't come to fruition. Drive rush grab.
Really might. Plus frames. You know what? Even for Punk, that evens up the drive gauge by forcing the drive reversal out of Dual Kevin. So that's actually huge. Big pickup right into the level 3. That's going to get Punk the drive gauge advantage once again. Puts him in a spot where he can force the issue on at least one mix-up.
Yeah, on knockdown turn. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Just layering the offense right there, and Punk is going to win.
No, Ab, do not say it like that.
Look, I got hit.
So did I, but don't say layering the offense. I was giving Spaceboy shit for doing that earlier tonight. I get it. I get why he did it, and he also did it because he's up to 2 games in winner's side of Grands. You can do some wild shit. It's still wild.
I mean, hey, one thing after another happened. That's a layer, bro. I got hit. It's a layered offense, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry for making it sound a little bit more technical than it should. He definitely got hit by some bullshit. But...
It is. He did it. It was a smart place to do it. It's still it's a layer. It's a flimsy layer. But if you put it in the right spot, it works. I've seen some rickety bridges that are standing because they were made just right in just the right place. But let me tell you, if it's 5% windier, that shit ain't working.
He said rickety bridges.
The rickety bridge, bro. Hey, but no bridge left standing right here. The tallest tower. Punk winning Casa tonight, man.
That's
after a who's who of are you gonna claim New York? I just want him to get out the way first, but before I start. Are you gonna claim New York?
Nobody from New York was in this.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Anyway, Punk wins. Dual Kevin, shouts out to coming through, getting second, and Flux Waves getting third place, man. And of course, all the other competitors who came
shout outs to Idom for being a nobody according to Bunch.
Right. Shameful, bro.
We'll cover that in our. Never mind. We can't talk about that.
And shout out to Spaceboy for coming through to the kickback as well, man. It was really nice to have you on the show, brother.
Oh yeah, huge shout outs to the homie Spaceboy. Thank you so much for stepping up. Next week is, we can't say it out loud, but let me check.
I'm excited for it. It's the homie.
Remember? Oh, it's a good show. It's a good show. It's a great show, actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a great show. So yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you to Hotashi for rating. Happy birthday, by the way. Didn't know it was his birthday. Thank you to all the people following. Thank you to all the people that entered. Literally speed ran my event so that we can make sure that we get this shit off the ground before maintenance happens. We cleared that shit by 30 minutes. We cleared our personal best by like an hour, so hold that. But thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to all the followers, raiders. Thank you to the crew, Banjo, Brad, Doctor, Dan, good luck, Yost, on your finals or whatever. I don't know if he's doing finals or midterms or whatever. And yeah, that's the show. I'm gonna find somebody to rate, but in the meantime, peace. Oh, Dual Kevin, fuck it.
Yeah, there we go.
Dual_Kevin. All right, everybody, stick around. Say hi to Capcom Cup finalist Dual Kevin.